What up, what up? Just finished my work. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. Keep that up. Keep it going. Keep it running. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hell yeah. What's going on, everyone hopping in? Second live stream of the day. Road to 2,000 subscribers. I think we're going to hit it either this stream or next stream, to be honest. We had a lot of growth today. And I think it's going to continue. It's just a good day to do it today. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I do got the red light going. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Bruh. Saw that one coming. Quick question, why do you have the red light? I got the red light because at the end of the day, I like it. Dude, it sucks that I can't just like sit normally. Like I have to sit like for this angle because there's no angle where I could have my phone like this while also sitting like this comfortably. My bed doesn't go far enough unless I move the couch out or the thing out. The couch doesn't work out. There's no like way to win in this situation. It's very, very frustrating. So I got the red light because I want to, you know, sorry. It's just a losing situation. Like, unless I move this thing, right? Move this thing here. Like this, right? Shove that guy in there. Like this. Get a tripod? I know. Actually, you're right. No excuse there. In fact, let me write that down in my notebook. Dumb. Alright. How do you get that many subs? I only have 410. Keep streaming, bro. I started streaming. I got probably like 1,500 subs from just live streaming alone. So, yeah, do what works. Find what works. I mean, people come on here for advice or entertainment or just to, you know, chill, have a good time. And it's created an ecosystem and a community of people. You know? So just find your community of people that enjoy, you know, listening to your stuff pretty much. I didn't quite catch what you said on the previous stream, Jake. We didn't actually hit 4,000 watch hours. So we hit 3,000 watch hours total, but not for the year. To get monetized, you need 3,000 watch hours for the year. We only have like 1,500 for the year. So when I got that achievement, it was saying 3,000 watch hours for your lifetime. So that's where I screwed up on that, which is sad, but also it's God, you know, gives tougher battles to stronger soldiers. So it just means we have to work harder. He basically gave it in front of us and just took it away, you know, and that's only going to make us work harder now, try to pursue that goal more. At least that's my thought process on that. So, yeah. Oh, man. My traps are quite sore. Jesus. Yeah. It looks like I got like weird like veins popping out because it's all red. It looks weird in the red. So weird. Yeah. But this is basically the situation that's going on. Going for 2,000 subscribers today. Ask me anything. Non-content oriented day. Like non-specific content oriented day. This is a very relaxed, chill, ask me anything kind of stream. Get it all out now. because, you know, some of these streams are going to be talking about one specific thing, and then that's it. You know what I mean? This stream is pretty open and out there, so y'all got the ability to say whatever you need to say, and we'll run through it. Bro, I might need to get a haircut soon, low-key. This is starting to get a little long and a little out there. I don't know about all of it. I don't know about all of it at all. I don't know if I'm liking it at all. Don't go too short, though. I don't even know what you're talking about. My hair is being interesting right now. It's very itchy and weird and wavy and just, I don't know. Things are happening. Don't go too short for your hair. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, nah, that's not my wavelength. Imagine if I got a buzz cut or worse, went bald. Bro, imagine if I was bald. If I was a bald man. I don't even know. What would I look like if I was bald? Probably pretty weird. It probably wouldn't look right. Even a buzz cut probably wouldn't look right on me. Buzz would go crazy. Nah, I'd look like Mario. Yeah, bro. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, man. It's also my brother's birthday. June 10th. If you get a buzz, you look like Clicks. I don't even know who that is. Don't even know who that is. You know what's interesting about the internet? Like, everyone thinks that, like, everyone's For You page is the same, or their internet's the same, or, like, everyone's feed is the same. But a lot of people have different, like, you know, people. So, like, I'll assume everyone knows a certain person, and then most of the people in the chat won't know who I'm talking about. I'm like, what do you mean? I see this guy on my feed every day. It's like, yeah, of course you do, because you care about that stuff. But yeah, I understand. Like, I don't realize it until I literally look at someone else's phone and look at their social media feed and be like, oh my gosh, my feed is very, very different from everyone else's. Like, I thought my feed was normal because at a certain point you just think it's all normal because it's what you're used to. But then other people look at my feed and they're like, bro, why is all your feed just either motivation, working out, or like discipline? Like, that's all. I'm like, is that not what your feed is? Isn't that what happened to everyone? It's like, no. This only happened to you and a couple other people. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a normal thing to have everything in your For You page basically telling you that you need to work harder. You know, that's not a normal thing for most people. Some people, I'm one of the only people on their For You page that actually tells them to work harder. That to me is crazy. I have at least like 20 different people telling me to work harder. Bruh. Oh, come on, man. Oh, my camera's stuck. My bad. My bad. Sorry. My fault. I need to get better at tech. This is why I need a tripod, and this is why I need like way better equipment. Because I got too many people now watching me, and I can't be out here doing this stuff. I need to be way more efficient with this. Sorry, funny thing, I got transport some unique animals to Copenhagen. It was an amazing experience. Some animals I never saw. That's fire. It doesn't hurt to play video games once in a while. Oh, yeah. Did you see capybaras? No, I have not. I wish, though. Capybaras are cool. You play FIFA? No. Uh, you still streaming? How you doing? I'm doing good, brother. Still at it. Like I said. Is your camera stuck? No, it was my bad, yeah. What up? Yo, what you doing? I'm just chilling. Just vibing. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. That's basically what the goal is today. Yesterday, I got distracted. The day before, I got distracted. And now I'm sitting here and I'm just like, okay, I have this ecosystem of people that want help, want motivation. I could constantly go to you guys. I don't know why I don't do the streams more organized in like an orientation way. I'm so sporadic with everything I do that I'm like, no. I'm just like, I don't want to do it. And then I do it. I'm just like, wait a second, why wasn't I doing it? It was so easy to do. But since I'm so like sporadic with everything I do, I just don't think the right way, like with that sometimes. And sometimes I just, for 3 days, I'm just like zero streaming going on because I'm so locked in the other thing. And then you'll see a week about go by where I'm streaming a bunch, and then you're just like, what's going on? It's like, I'm just sporadic. And the issue is, yeah, there is going to be another time, 1,000%, within this year. I can guarantee it, where there will be a long time where I'm not streaming. And it'll because I'll be focused on something else, and I just don't have the stream, or, like, unless I make streaming routine, like I make getting sun routine or going to the gym routine, the idea of making streaming routine just doesn't add up. Unless, I mean, we just consistently get more and more people just trying to better themselves and become the best version of themselves. Like, our community and ecosystem keeps growing. But the truth is, as crazy as this sounds, a lot of the people that do grow in my community, like, do actually become the best versions of themselves. They're not going to be watching my stream for that long because they're going to be so focused on their goals that, like, watching my stream, they would consider a waste of time to a certain extent. You know what I mean? They'll be making their own streams. I'm not saying you won't hop in every now and then, but you won't be like you're watching it, like, constantly. Like, every single time I stream, you're just constantly watching it. Like, if you truly are in here for most of the time, I'm going to be calling you out as much as possible on your goals and your work to do as much as you can. So at the end of the day, like, everyone here is going to grow. And if you don't, then it's going to be hard to listen to me constantly call you out for not growing. So that's the thing, is I don't tell my fans what they want to hear. I don't tell them, oh, it's okay. No, you're doing perfectly fine. Like, no, I don't like that. I want my fans to actually get like a real experience. Where like, okay, no, what you're telling me is not okay. I don't like it. I want you to change. I want you to become better. I want you to say day one of my story, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Some people will go to these influencers and be like, I'm super overweight and I'm really sad about it. What should I do? And, you know, an average influencer would be like, don't be sad. Ignore the haters. You're perfect. God made you the way you are. If you're my fan, you're perfect. You know what I would say to my fan that was telling me that? I'd be like, if you're my fan, you would do everything in your power to try to change it. You would research it, okay? You would mentally discipline yourself, okay? You would find motivation, okay? You would come up with reasons to better yourself, okay? You would do everything in your power to lose weight, okay? Not unhealthily, you know what I mean? High protein, okay? High movement, okay? No BS food that you know you're not supposed to be eating. And I would tell you that I want you to be better. And I know that you don't want this. I actually want the best for you. Not a lot of people do. A lot of people, they just want you to be a fan of them. The truth is, whether you're a fan of me or not, I'd rather you hate me for a little bit and get better than feel comfortable with me the entire time and have zero improvement. I'd rather you be like, I don't like what he said. It kind of pissed me off. And then you just use it to motivation. Like, if I pissed you off enough to, like, motivate yourself to get better, I did my job at the end of the day. Like, I'm not looking to piss people off just to piss people off. But if I made you get better at your thing and I pissed you off enough, good. Good. I'm happy I did. I'm happy that you improved off of, you know, being bothered, because that's one of the best ways to grow as a human, is just using your fuel as fire, or using your fire as fuel. Same thing. Play FIFA? No. Most of them were birds. Nice. Bro, play FIFA. I know we'll love that game. Amazing. So why do y'all think like I would love a video game? I see a lot of people say, trust me, bro, trust me. Like, do I look like I play video games? Like, I work out. I teach people how to work out. Yes, I used to play a lot of video games. Yes. This used to be a gaming channel. Yes. If you go to the first 50 videos of my YouTube channel, it is all video games. Yes, this is true. But what makes you guys think that I still like these video games or still like am like into them? Like I play Mario Kart with my friends because it's competitive. I play Madden barely now anymore. Like it was the only game I really played for a little bit. It was like it's not what I do anymore. What up, Joe Burrow? Was good, was good. Was what up? Was good. Yeah, speak the truth straight up. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I used to really like video games. I used to be addicted to video games, I would say. And now I would say part of my coaching is helping men get out of their video game addiction and changing that addiction into lifting weights, becoming healthy, becoming strong, like, nah, you look like a person that would love video games. I mean, yeah, I guess so. But the truth is, I don't. I don't look like someone that plays. I mean, if you see me outside, I wouldn't say. Well, you guys have to understand the person. I think when you guys picture someone that plays video games, you guys think of like Nick A30 or like, I don't know, Tfue or people like that. It's like, yeah, those are cool video gamers. But you guys understand, when I think of someone that loves video games, I think of someone that's like 400 pounds in their basement eating only like chips. So I guess that's why I just am so against the idea of it. But I also understand that it's like such a different perspective, and I need to understand that because I don't. I always put like if you're addicted to video games, then bad iPad kid. But I forget there's some really high level people that are also addicted to video games because they're just really good at it. But it's very very low odds. The odds are they are unathletic, lazy, and yeah, the opposite of what I'm trying to preach. Bro, you're damn serious on your lifestyle. Hell yeah, of course. I mean, how are you not gonna be? It is your life at the end of the day. You gonna take your life serious? Might as well. And it's like not even like taking your life serious. Like that means you have to like be embarrassed about what other people think. Like we're on a floating rock. You can do whatever you want, but like take your life serious in the sense like I care about my physique. I care about health. I care about how much people respect and admire me. How much I'm helping people. That is very very important to me for sure. If you like me, I don't really care that much if you like me or not. But if you are motivated by me, that's what I care about more. I'd rather you not like me but be motivated by me than not be motivated by me but like me. I'm being so serious. Like, I'd rather you just have a better life than like me. Like if I say something that bothers you enough to get better, good. Flame Frags is the best Minecraft player. I don't even know what that is. Watching you motivate me to go out today and skate a bit. Did a bunch of ollies. Hell yeah, brother. Love that. That's fire. Why you're still here, of course. I was going to say, was good, man. What up, Omar? Bro, did you sleep? Because you look tired. I'm definitely tired, and I did sleep, but I'm still tired. And the reason I'm tired is because I'm doing this on-the-clock BS stuff to, force myself to work harder and get these 2,000 subs. So when I was first, in the morning, just vibing, I was awake. I was, like, ready. I was out here vibing and stuff. And then what happened was I ate a meal, So I streamed, ate a meal, did all my stuff, and then once that happened, you get tired. You crash after the food. But I was like, wait, I can't crash. I can't fall asleep because I have to do a whole nother stream. So that's why it's like crashing. It's like combining a crash at once, and it's not a great situation. We figure it out, but it's not great. Consider taking roids with Fen someday? Nah, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately or fortunately, however you really want to see it. The roids with the fentanyl. So the roids, you never really want to mess with your testosterone or hormones unless you are literally like dying of low testosterone. That at this point, taking roids would be better, or else you're gonna die from your McDonald's addiction or video game addiction or whatever. Then yeah. But when it comes to the fentanyl, bro, no, there is zero reason to ever consider taking fentanyl ever. It's just I don't wish that on anyone. Can you sleep stream? Haha. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I first saw someone say that in the chat, and I was like, bro, that's stupid. And then I go on and I start, because I never look at lives, ever. And I started to look at lives, and I saw that there was this guy doing a sleep stream. And there was like 3,000 people watching, and I'm like, so this guy doesn't know how many subscribers he's getting. Like, he'll wake up and he knows, like, he knows when he goes to bed, like, yeah, I'll get some people to watch, but he doesn't know how many people are actually watching, and he's not doing anything. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I am addicted to passive income. I'm addicted to the idea of being asleep and still making money. I'm addicted to the idea of being asleep and still making progress. So because of that, it makes me be like, bro, I might want to do one, but it doesn't resonate with my content so much, and it doesn't make any sense with what I'm talking about so much that wouldn't make any sense. The only way I could put it to my content is the ability to work smart and find what works for you and use it to your advantage to build other things. You know what I mean? But other than that, like, it's just like, you know what I mean? Do you guys also see those people that like do those number things and they're constantly clicking to try to get to that number, and then they basically just wait for it to get to 999, and then they say like, oh, if someone donates a certain amount of money, they'll bring it down, and then they basically pay people to donate it, like, so they're basically just like edging people the entire time. It's crazy, but it's like people literally stream and do that. They're like, really? It's insane. I've never seen anything like it. It's the craziest way to make money, and a lot of people watch it. Like, it shows how brain rotted a lot of people are, not just in the USA, just in general. I'm starting to realize the brain rot's starting to take over more than just the USA. It's starting to go, like, in general, and it's like, it's at this point, it's going to be half, you know, people that are bad and half people that are like, nope. Consider taking ruins with fentanyl. Bro, you should probably sleep because it's bad for your health. Not me waking up till 2:08 at night. Nah, definitely. I'm definitely gonna sleep when I need to sleep. I don't need to sleep right now. It's more like I'm more of missing out on a nap, if anything, because I probably only sleep for 2 hours. But yeah, once, you know, actual nighttime rolls around, I'm definitely not gonna be missing out on that sleep. Do you drink alcohol at all? A little bit, but barely. Rarely drink alcohol. I speak another language. Good job. I'm always on roids and fen, then sell fen online. You cannot make passive income with such content. Well, here's the thing. You can. Is it moral? Is it hardworking? Is it teaching you anything about business or earning? No, but there are people out here that do it. If you look at the camera and start speaking insane, no one will watch you. You don't have a Kardashian body. You don't mock yourself. So quite impossible for you to make any progression with audience and content. I do not have a Kardashian body. I'm kind of glad I don't. Luckily, I definitely can make money still from my body, but it's in a different way. See, I make money with my body by motivating people to get a body like mine, and possibly, you know, getting views from that, or coaching people, or getting ads or sponsorship from that. But overall, yes, I won't be making money mocking myself. I agree with that. But I can still make money off my body. And just my body giving out, you know, my body and brain giving out advice to everyone, you know, after a while getting monetized. So, faux show. I mean, it'd be hard. It's not impossible. It's in the middle, I would say. It's a gray area, but there are people out here that can do it. 1,000%. Not for everyone, but there are people out there that can do it. If they have other content, yes. I'm not saying the person that just starts sleep streaming, but there also are people out there that are just that entertaining. They could just do it, you know? It really depends on what kind of person you are. And if you don't, you won't know if you won't try. What up? Do you get hit on by girls a lot? Well, I don't really even know how to answer that question, because everyone has a different opinion on what a lot is. You know what I mean? Like, the way I see it, over the average dude, yes. But I wouldn't say that, like, that means that I'm walking around, like, just a random city and I'm just constantly having. But on dating apps, at bars, at, you know, parties or whatever, yes, I do, obviously. But also, you guys have to understand that a lot of the time, before when I was, getting hit on, I didn't even really realize it, or I didn't really know what to do with it, so it didn't matter how often I got hit on. I had no idea what to say. The second I would open my mouth, they'd be like, "Oh, he doesn't know how anything works," and that was it. I'd actually learn how to talk, Once I learned that, it was all good, but until then, girls hitting on you doesn't mean anything. What up, what up? Are you Sigma? What up, why do you look like Dingus from Goop? I don't even know what that is. Why do you like making vids? Okay. Why do I like making vids? This is a good question. So, I like making videos because it is one of the best ways to give a message or a certain type of thing of yourself to the world. You know what I mean? I enjoy the idea of creating a movie a little bit, but I really enjoy creating a message and moving people with that message. So, when I make a motivational video, and I edit it, I enjoy editing it because I enjoy the process of making it more and more captivating and more motivational. So that's kind of my thing with that. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. See, I got ignored again. Oh well. It's... Sorry. I see this bug and I want to hit it, but I can't because I'm knocked over my phone. Okay. It's a person in group user. How do you start your content, and when did you start? I started 10 years ago, but I stopped for 6 years and then started 2 years ago again. And yeah, it was I mean, you could watch all my old videos, you could see they were not great, but I did them because I needed to. And yeah, so keep that in mind, that the first time I ever did YouTube, I basically failed and just tried again, and then it worked out a little bit better. I mean, we could say this worked out. I mean, I'm at 1,900 subscribers. If you all want to say that's worked out, or you could say, no, you're not doing anything right now. You still haven't made any money from YouTube. This is a fact. I've not made one single penny from YouTube yet. So, yeah. That's just... Alright, now I have to look up who y'all are saying, bro. And just so you know, no one's ever been right. No one. The closest someone's ever gotten to anything is Benson Boone, and I was like, no. Not even close. Wait a second. So, let's see. Okay. Wait, what? This isn't even a human. Bro, what are we doing right now? Are we talking about this dude? What are we doing right now? What are we talking about? I did not. Okay. Okay. I don't even know what to think about that, to be honest. He does. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's go. Dingus. Oh yeah. I just didn't know y'all were talking about a cartoon character. I thought y'all were talking about an actual human being. I didn't know y'all were talking about a Roblox character. Did I look up the correct guy? Am I mistaken here? Did I look up the wrong guy as an actual human? Or y'all really saying I'm looking like a Roblox character out here? I'm built like a Roblox character. What are we even talking about right now? Seriously, this is too funny. I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. It's a Roblox character. Bro, that is just something else. I don't know why that's at the end of the day, it is kind of funny. Ooh, we're getting lots of new subscribers. Hell yeah. We'll get closer then. Good stuff. Thank you for all the subs, guys. I was just looking. We're at 1,950, so we only need 50 more subscribers to get to 2,000. That, to me, is pretty good. It's my hair? Yeah, it must be my hair. But my hair is not that messy. That's interesting. I guess my hair could. Some people think my hair is super messy. They're like, "What's even going on with your hair?" Oh, Damaris Hernandez. What up? What up? Look up Flame Frags. Why did I start YouTube? Well, I started YouTube because my friend was doing it, and I was like, "This is easy. I could do that." And I stopped doing YouTube, and then got back into it once I had like more content to kind of push out, like my health stuff, my fitness stuff. So once I got into like working out and stuff, I was like, okay, well I could just do this YouTube now. So I kind of went into that, and then started helping people out with that, and got more motivated to start helping people out with that. And now I kind of have an ecosystem of people that I'm helping out, so I can't really stop now. This is the one good thing about starting something. This is the one good thing, is that once you get in, there's certain people that you can't let down, and then you have to keep going. So I don't need that like beginning motivation of like in the dirt of like no one's there for me, I'm gonna have to do it on my own. I went through that. Now I have people that literally can motivate me. Like I have comments that motivate me. I have people that motivate me. I have like goals. I have all these different things. So that's the one good thing, is when you start something, you actually get into it, other things will start to motivate you. That will make it a lot easier. So keep that in mind. Have you ever played Roblox? Please tell. I have not. Look up Flame Frags. Yeah, what is? Yeah, do it. Bud's Nail are giving emo vibe. I've never been called an emo before. Nah, they're just dirty from the work outside in the outside of whatever. Well, my hands are just dirty in general. I mean no. I mean, how many emos have hands that look like this? Come on. Like, nah. I got the hands of a construction worker. Yeah, I mean, when they're like, you ever seen like a real man's hands? Like, that's kind of, that's kind of what it's supposed to look like. It's not supposed to be like, it's not supposed to be clean. You know, a lot of people will disagree with me. A lot of people, that's one of my very controversial takes. A lot of people are like, nope, your hands are supposed to be soft. I'm like, nope, I completely disagree. I think if you are a man, your hands should be calloused up. They should be rough. It should literally feel like when someone's like shaking your hand, they feel like the hardness of the callus in your grip. This is real. This is raw, and this is the truth. There's a reason that your grandpa probably has higher tests than you, and probably shakes his hand harder than you ever did in your entire life. Is your name Jake? It's Jacob. Everyone call me Jake. You can call me whatever if you want. 50 subs to 2,000. Let's go, people. Hell yeah, love that. Keep it up, and we're getting more subs as we continue to talk about it. So keep it up, guys. One more. Let's go. 49 left. Keep it up. We will hit 2,000. I'm calling it. I'm calling 2,000 today. I will thank you, brother. Look up Flame Frags. Why do you keep on asking me to look this up? Oh, is this also supposed to look like me? Yeah, I don't know. Some dude said I look like him. This dude? Kind of a little bit, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I see the resemblance, actually. Jump 10 times, bruh. I don't even think you're gonna get me to jump once. Show us who he is. It's like this, I don't know. I don't know, some Minecraft thing. Some Minecraft Roblox thing that I've never touched in like 10 years. But somehow people are watching me are like Roblox people. I don't know how that happened. I seriously don't. But I'm not gonna get mad at it, because I don't want everyone to watch me to be people that are into the gym. I want it to be people that are kind of interested in the gym, and I get them even more interested in the gym. If you're already interested in the gym, what's the point of watching me? I'm the guy that's going to help you actually get more into the gym, actually get more into lifting weights. So sometimes I get bothered when I'm like, bro, like, you know, the people that are watching me are like just not like people that would resonate with my content. But sometimes I'm like, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I'm gonna change a lot of people's lives. Maybe I'm gonna change a lot of perspectives. I don't know. So before I would see someone ask me if I play Roblox, I'm like, bro, get out of here. Like, I don't play Roblox. But now I'm like, you know what? Like, I don't play Roblox, but you can stay in here because maybe you'll hear something that's motivating and actually will help you, you know, not play Roblox anymore. Maybe lift weights and do push-ups. Because I'll tell you right now, if you were doing push-ups for all the time that you were playing Roblox, if you traded that in, you'd be jacked by now. That's the fact. Blood looks like K. I don't even know who K is. I gotta go. It's 2:24 at night here, so bye. Phone's about to die. Peace. Peace out. Yep. Oh, thank you for more subs, guys. We're getting closer and closer. Hell yeah. Love that. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. That's all I'm asking for is we keep it up. If we keep this up, we are going to get literally like 2,000 subs. Maybe by this stream. I was thinking I was just going to make a stream tonight and then be like 2,000 subscriber stream tonight and just call it for that one because we would be able to. But honestly, I'm trying to go for this stream if we can. We're 37 minutes in. We've gotten already 10 subscribers from the stream. We need only 49 more. I mean, that's only another, if you do that math, that's only another 2 hours and 30 minutes of streaming until we get to 2,000 subs. I know my math might be a little bit off there, but that's the reality of the situation, so. Let's actually run it. Okay, now I have to look up this other person. I might stop doing this. This is a bad habit. I don't even. Actually, it was probably the most accurate description, to be honest. What up, Rocky? Was good. You look like Cabron on steroids? What? What? I don't understand. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If anyone's watching this stream and they're on steroids, they'd probably take it offensively if they said someone like me was on steroids or I look like I was on steroids. Because the truth is, if someone actually thinks I'm on steroids, that's like insane. Like, to me at least. Like, how? What in the world could possibly give off steroids for what I do or my face is not puffy or anything. I don't know. Yes, I naturally test boost, but to be on like steroids, you need like, I don't know, you need way. No, wait, okay. Okay, yeah. That's what I was about to say. Like I said, there's zero, yeah, no. Never touched a needle in my entire life. Any test or anybody, I could prove it to anyone that doesn't believe me. Even though, I don't know who out there actually doesn't believe me. I mean, come on. But if you don't, I will do any test for any steroids or anything like that. Because I'm 100% clean. Do you know, I do not know any of these people that we're talking about. $228. How are y'all doing on y'all's like sun exposure? How y'all feeling? I might get some sun a little bit. I know y'all are probably like, what are you doing? But low key, some sun right now wouldn't be the worst thing. Not an insane amount of sun. Just a little bit, just to kind of heat up my body. I'm not gonna. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I don't even know, to be honest. Probably. I like a lot of different YouTubers. I don't know. Santa Cruz Medicinals, Dude Perfect, something like that. Will I see you up in heaven one day? Whew, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'll see you there either. I don't know if anyone will see any of that ever, to be honest. Also, we got some limes coming out of this tree. Honestly, I could probably pick one off right now. Like this one, I could low-key pick off right now. It is so ready to go. 1000%. It's prickly though. These are very prickly trees. So I have to be very careful, but also okay. Y'all see the vibe now? Y'all see I got it? Y'all can see that? Okay, cool. Boom. Perfect fresh lime. Actually smells great. I wish y'all could smell it, but perfect fresh lime from the lime tree in my backyard. That's what I got going on. Smells great. Gonna use it for some nice whatever we use lime for, maybe some like chimichurri, I don't know, something. But that's the truth, is I got crops growing in the back of my yard and I could just eat them whenever. And that's a luxury that's been lost in modern day time. Nah, it's actually 3:29 for me, by the way. What's your view on enhanced games? If you're not familiar with it, it's like Olympics, but athletes are not allowed to take roids. Or athletes are allowed to take roids. I think it's fine. I think it's great. I think it's absolutely fine, because the truth is, that's what happens in strongman and bodybuilding anyways. All of them are on roids because you have to take roids or else you can't be the strongest person. So I think it's fine. You have it makes it fair too. Now you have the people that are enhanced and you have the people that are roided up, because the issue is when you have some people that aren't and some people that are, and then some people, you know what I mean, that's where the cheating gets involved. So if I think it's fine. I think it's great. It's crazy. Yo said some people wouldn't come back to your lives, but I'm back. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I mean, the thing about the lives, y'all gotta understand, is that some people, they'll hop in the first day, be like, oh my God, I love this live so much. Like, I love everything about it. Like, I'm your biggest fan, blah, blah, blah. And I'll never see them again. Like, 2 days later, never again. And then some people are actually loyal. They're like, hey, man, I'm really liking these lives. And I just constantly see them. So, like, for me, I don't really know how loyal you are until you're in here, like, a couple times. Like, you know, multiple different times. Yo, is it bad to eat pork? No, it's not. Just cook it, okay? A lot of people are afraid of pork because of all the parasites, and I get it. A lot of pork is fed some bad stuff, so it can actually be pretty bad. Some pigs are really unhealthy, but the truth is wild pigs are not unhealthy. You can cook the pork and be fine. There's a lot of people that also eat raw pork, raw wild pork, and are completely okay. It's definitely fine, in my opinion. I just think, you know, be careful, cook it, get it from a good source. You should be chilling. I don't consume it because I think red meat's a lot better. And overall, if you're trying to minimize all risk, then I would avoid it. But if you're like, nah. You know what I mean? Like, I still eat bacon. But overall, like, cooked thin pork is definitely the move. For sure. See you, man. Peace. How long? Time no see. It's me, Soggy Balls. I'm late. Peace out. Or peace. What up? Just eat chicken or beef instead. Yeah, I definitely recommend beef over pork and chicken all day long. Nutrient-wise, health-wise, stomach risk-wise. Like, you have to understand, pigs and chickens have one stomach, okay? So every time they eat shit food, it all gets in their fat, and they are unable to digest it. Cows have 6 stomachs. So when they digest bad food, it's a whole different game. So even if a cow is fed, you know, grain their entire life, it's not as good as a grass-fed cow, but it's not going to hurt them as much because their stomach digests it completely different. While if you feed a chicken the bad diet, it's going to really, really mess with its fat. So you have to be extremely careful with that. But yeah, that's why I just say stick with beef, bro, honestly. Just stick with beef, and then you will never run into any of these issues if you stick with red meat. I'm just saying. And it sucks because you're like, bro, like, what do you mean? Like, all the USA, they all eat chicken, they all eat, you know, like, bro. And a lot of them are sick, fat, and unhealthy. You know what I mean? Like if you ever wonder, like, why do all these people get to do this and they're okay? Are they okay? In what world are they okay? Like, seriously, what are they? You know what I mean? All these people getting all these bad, heart diseases and stuff. Like, if you're in the USA and you're like, everyone else is doing it, it should be okay. What makes you think everyone in the USA is okay? We're all complaining about depression and anxiety. We're all fat, sick, lazy, and unhealthy. And we're somehow going to say that this is all okay? Go ahead. Seriously, go ahead. I don't. I refuse. I refuse to say this is okay. I refuse. I can't handle it. Here's the thing. And a lot of people think like I don't like obese people. That's not the case. Okay, it's not that I don't like obese people. It's that I get bothered if an obese person tries to tell me that they are healthy. That's when I'm like, okay, well, you're not. That's the only time. If you're obese and you're like, nope, I choose to be unhealthy. It is what it is. This is a life decision I made. Okay, go ahead, do that. But it's like when you're like, no, I'm obese and I'm healthy. Like your advice is actually unhealthy because it's restrictive. I think that's bullshit. I think that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Why is your shoulder red? I got the red light on here, so yeah, it kind of gives me like red vibes. Cutie, thank you. Sorry for being mean, but why you also agree with you. Oh, no, you're good. No, it's not being mean. Literally, I literally have like a red light. You gotta understand, like, you see, like that's red. So that's what I'm saying. Like my face will become red. That's why it looks like that. Yeah. But yeah. So that's what I'm saying. My whole thing is like, do what you want to do, but at least don't claim something that's not true. You know what I mean? That's just simply not true. That's why I say, like, I'm not going to be Mr. Nice to you guys. I'm not going to be Mr. Comforting. I'm going to be Mr. Real and Mr. I want you to get better. I want you to get better. That's the thing. Like, I don't like the idea of, like, this is why I never really want to be an actor. Like, the idea of someone, like, looking at me and being like, oh, like, I saw you in a movie. Or I saw you in that magazine. Like, is that really that validating? You know what I mean? I'd prefer if someone walked up to me and said, you changed my life. You helped me lose weight. Like, you helped me rekindle the relationship with my family. Like, if someone tells me that, that's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear, oh, I saw you in that magazine. Oh, I saw you in that movie. Oh, I saw you. You're that YouTuber. Like, oh, like, I don't care about that. I want to help someone. I want to help people. And I want to be recognized for that, you know? That's what I want people to, like, if they were to stop me on the street and, like, recognize me, or, like, a fan, I would much prefer that. That's why I do get bothered sometimes when people are on here and they're just, like, I'm not bothered, but I'm just, like, people are, like, why are you yapping so much? I'm literally just here to look at your face. I'm like, okay, first off, that's creepy. Number one, and number two, no, I will not stop yapping. I'm here to give advice, okay? It is what it is. Like, that is literally what I do. I'm the advice giver. If you happen to find me entertaining, it is what it is. But it's a whole different situation. How do I strengthen my right leg after broken femur? It has been a year since surgery. Well, train it, brother. Train it, okay? Physical therapy, look up videos, like, see what's wrong with your right leg, and then look up how to make the right leg stronger, quicker, and safely, okay? You have to look up all those different things because I don't really know what's wrong with your right leg. I would, tell you to do slow, controlled movements with light weights in the gym until you got it stronger. Physical therapy, maybe even incorporate sprints or like calisthenics or all those different things. But I don't really know what's going on with it until I knew it would be much easier. Hey, what's up, brother? Looking cute as always. Oh, thank you, man. Cool hope this one. Yeah, no, hell yeah. We're just trying to get 2,000 subscribers while also motivating everyone to become the best versions of themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because at the end of the day, if you do watch me, if you can deal with what I say, that means you're mentally resilient enough to deal with some words that may hurt, which means you're mentally resilient enough to do a lot of other things. That's the thing. I don't say these things to everyone. I only say it to the people that I know have been watching for a little bit because I know you can handle it. I know you can handle the truth. And the truth is, when you know you can handle the truth, that's your advantage. Because you can handle the truth, which means that you can use it to your advantage. Be like, okay, I know the truth, so I can use it, okay? If you're constantly lying to yourself and you're trying to avoid the truth, you never can use it to your advantage, ever. You know what I mean? So if you're constantly like, no, that's not the way to lose weight, that's not the way to get healthier, then you're never going to use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? But if you're like, no, 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 maybe he is right. Maybe he is saying something. Then you could use it to your advantage and actually win. You know what I mean? And that's what I want. You guys have to understand. All I want you guys to do is win, okay? The more wins you guys tell me, the more you guys tell me I won at this, the more I'm happy. And more like, hey, man, you helped me with this motivation, and I won because of it. I'm like, hell yeah, brother. Love that. From a wrestling match, I get super nervous. Like, I'm going to throw up. I don't know what to do about it. Any advice? Bro, the advice is continuously do wrestling matches. The truth is, the nervousness isn't really going to go away because you're in a sports match and you're doing something you want to win. You could get hurt. All those different things are going in mind, and you don't know what's going to happen. All those things can make someone nervous. However, okay, if you can transfer that nervousness into excitement, because remember, nerves is the same chemical in your brain that's exciting. So if you can just turn it into adrenaline, it's actually good. So I would say if you're nervous before like a wrestling match, it's actually not really that bad if you're nervous. What's bad is if you let the nervousness affect your performance and your, ability to do it. Sometimes I get really nervous before like my PR, like a personal record in the gym, like trying to hit the heaviest weight, and it's okay. I actually do better when I'm nervous because I'm more in a survival instinct of I need to win. So if you're nervous during a wrestling match, I mean, yeah, you're going up against another man that's trying to take you down. Like, that's nerve-wracking. That's a primal urge of nerve-wracking situation. The only way to get over that is to continuously practice it and understand that there's no getting over it because you don't know what's going to happen, and you just have to embrace it and enjoy it. And also take that adrenaline of once you're in it, like, because you have to understand, once you're in it, you're not nervous, and that's the thing. So you have to kind of understand that, like, soon I'll just be in it, Oh yeah, I've been bullied my whole life, so I agree. Of a couple days, Oh yeah, I've been bullied my whole life, so I agree. And a couple of days ago, I fought him and win. Exactly, yeah. So I'm saying, like, you gotta win. You gotta win the bullies. And it doesn't even mean you need to necessarily fight them directly. You could just fight what they're saying. Like, if a bully's calling you skinny and you get jacked, that's fighting what they're saying, Basically, like, say someone bullies you all year, right? You get, for being skinny, and you get absolutely huge. Next year they see you. You win. They lose. It's as simple as that. Like, it can't get any simpler than that. Or if someone bullies you for not being strong enough and they make you feel weak and then you come back stronger. You win. They lose. Simple as that. Do you follow your own advice? I try to help my friends whenever I can, but abiding by my own advice is not easy as helping others. Ooh, I like this. So, yes, I follow my own advice, but yes, I could see what the issue is with you helping others and being like, but why can't I take this advice myself? Why am I so good at getting their solutions? And I'm gonna tell you why, and you're not gonna like it. The reason is because you're not honest with yourself. Yeah, I know. You actually like to help your friends because you're afraid of helping yourself. Okay? You're afraid of helping yourself because you're afraid of the honest conversations you might need to have with it. So I'm going to give you an example. I have no idea what your life is, but I'm going to give you an example for myself. I might be like trying to tell my friend, hey man, like you need to start like working out, you need to get in the gym or whatever. Maybe this is like 4 years ago. Like, why don't you like start getting health? And it's like, well, am I doing that? Like, am I getting healthier? No, because I'm avoiding what I actually should be doing, which is going to the gym and getting bigger and healthier. But since I want to, avoid that, I still want it, my helping, in us, we're naturally want to help people. So because of that, we put it on our friends and like, okay, we help them instead. The issue is you can't help other people without helping yourself. So I would say overall, just keep in mind that anytime you're ever giving any advice, you should always ask yourself after giving that advice, do I practice what I preach? Do I do the things that I say or tell other people to do? Am I constantly thinking about those? Am I constantly having those conversations? Am I constantly navigating those things or coming up with solutions for my own life? Because if you're not, then you're being a hypocrite. And how is your friend going to really take advice if he thinks that you're lying too? He's like, yeah, you say all those things, but are you doing it too? So it's actually, your friend's actually going to take your advice more if you actually show that you're taking your own advice as well. Because if you're not taking your own advice, then how's your friend going to take your own advice? It's almost like your friend's going to be like, you don't even believe in yourself, And that's a little, like, a weird way of looking at it, but hey, gotta go. Thank you for the advice, bro. Love you. Hell yeah, bro. Thank you. No problem. What up? No, I grew up in Alabama, so my granddad told me to get rid of the problems, get away from the situation before it gets worse. Well, that's what I'm saying is you can always try to get rid of the problems, but they're always going to keep coming. So you might as well just learn how to fight them and not run away from them. No, that makes just total sense. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro. I don't really even know what you're referring to, but I'm assuming that it had to make somewhat sense. Ugh. But yeah, a lot of people think that problems in the world is like this dictator that has control over them instead of this war in their brain that they can fight and win. That's what I think a lot of people, get wrong. And it's like, you gotta understand, like, it could literally become, you know, a battle that you win. Everyone's got a war going on in their brain. It's all sad, but like if you win that war, but it's hard to get to that point. Do you believe in the saying depression doesn't end, it just gets better? Okay. So I don't even believe in the saying that depression is honestly, I'm going to keep it real, guys. I think the entire idea of depression being real and something that's in your body for the rest of your life and there's no idea or no way you can change it, there's no way to stop it, I think that's absolute bullshit. I think that is total bullshit. I think it hurts people. I think it keeps people depressed. I think when a doctor tells a person that describes depressive symptoms of a shitty lifestyle, like literally only having depressive symptoms because they have a shitty lifestyle, and then the doctor telling them you are depressed, that to me is bullshit. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. The way I think about it is this. Okay? The doctor doesn't know what he's talking about because he was taught the wrong things that makes him think that he's actually helping you when he's not. The second he told you, oh, you have depression, guess what happened? You thought you had depression. Not one of my friends that got diagnosed with depression got better. It only got worse. It only got worse the second they were diagnosed it, because the second they got diagnosed it, they basically thought, nope, this is a chemical reaction in my brain. I cannot change no matter what I do lifestyle-wise. And that's the worst way to think, because the truth is everything can change your depression and anxiety if you change your lifestyle. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Most people that are depressed, they show me their life and I'm like, I'd be depressed too. You scroll all day, you eat horrible food, you're unmotivated. I would be depressed too. So the truth is, I don't think depression is something that's in people's bodies that they just can't change. It's not like a dictator or a disease that is permanent and there's nothing you can do. No lifestyle changes, nothing you can do to change it. I don't agree with that at all. I think every single person could look at it like a war in their brain that they could beat, not like a dictator that's controlling over them 1,000,000,000,000%. So when you say depression doesn't end, it just gets better, I would say problems never end, you just get stronger. But when you label it as depression, you're basically saying, in my brain, I will always have depression, which is horrible. Don't say that. What you should say instead is, I will always have problems, and they'll never get better. I'm just going to get better at solving the problems. I'm only going to get stronger. Problems are not going to get easier. Life guarantees two things, death and problems, okay? What you do in between is up to you, okay? But the truth is, I don't believe in the statement that depression doesn't end, it just gets better, because I don't even believe that depression is something that's never ending. I believe that it's a label that's put in your head, but I do believe that problems are never ending. So I would change the statement and say, problems don't end, it just gets easier because you get stronger. That's the statement I would agree with. How old are you? I'm 21. I need help with sand. I don't even know what that is. I have because my grandpa was the only thing that made me happy till he died. Do you think any age can get depression? Here's the thing, guys. You guys get depression. Do you think any age someone could get a disease? Get this thing, this cold, get this thing, and then it's in me. I can't do anything. Y'all have skewed this up so bad. It's just a label, guys. It's just a label. A label of feeling sadness from your lifestyle of probably sitting in your room all day, scrolling on your phone, eating horrible food, not getting any sun, not playing any sports, and then wondering why you feel depressed. I would feel depressed too. Do you think anyone at any age can get depression? I think anyone could feel sad at any point because life has sad things that happen in there. Do I think that a lot of people are convinced that they're depressed when they're not because they've been labeled it and now they have a depressing lifestyle of video games, scrolling, and bad food? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I think the second we label things like depression, I've seen 2 people in the chat already say, do you think this person can get depression? You were already saying it like it's something that's in people. Depression's in you, and it's not in you. And, he has this chemical change. He doesn't. Yes, some brains are a little bit more reactive than others. But it's not like one person does and one person doesn't. It's lifestyle is 99.9999% of it. Sorry. 99.999999999% of it. The other 0.0001% is the chemical reaction in your brain, and you could still fix that with lifestyle. I don't care what anyone else says. I don't care if you tell me you've tried everything. I know you haven't. Anybody that tells me they've tried everything, I don't believe them instantly. Instantly, I don't believe them. Instantly, the second you say I've tried everything, I say I don't believe you. I don't believe you. If you tried everything, you would already solved it by now. 1,000%, because you keep trying, because you'd actually try everything, but you haven't. And so I know you haven't tried everything. When a fat person tries to tell me I've tried every diet, I don't believe him in a second. I'm like, I know you haven't. You'd be skinny by now. 1,000%, because you would have said you've tried everything. Everything means everything. Not what you think is everything, which is BS and stupid and probably a fucking vegan diet or fucking Beyond Burgers. That's your fucking everything, you fucking idiot. Sorry. Don't get me too caught up with this stuff. Okay. Derek, I'd recommend you just looking up a tutorial, either that or keep trying to learn from your mistakes and lesson that could probably. I don't even know what we're talking about. But sand rocks every try. You just gotta keep trying. Take a break for a while if you get frustrated, but you can do it. I will keep trying. It's not over till I win. Hell yeah, I love that mentality. I don't even know what we're talking about, but it's not over till I win. I love that. Hello again. What are we? I don't even know. You talking about the nuances of depression? Yeah, that's what we're kind of talking about. And then I'm going to spare him. Me are asking anytime. Hell yeah. And how society has kind of skewed it to be some sort of permanent space. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They've kind of skewed it to be some permanent thing. Thank you. I like the way you put that, because that's very true. Okay. If you saw a homeless person on this much money, would you? Okay. I'm assuming you're saying if I saw a homeless person on the street, how much money would I give them? Okay. I'm assuming that's the question. And the truth is, it really depends on the situation. Like, if I had money in my pocket and they asked for money, I would give them money, or however much money I had in my pocket. Not like, a bunch of money. But the truth is, I got a whole different opinion about homelessness. I believe that a lot of homelessness could be solved with education classes, so free classes. So instead of homeless shelters, giving free shelter, in those shelters, you are required to take classes and learn how to contribute to society. That way, you're always learning, you're always getting better, and then, the homeless people are just going to improve as people instead of, just constantly just going over the shelter and getting worse, So I would say that's what I would do. But overall, it really depends. But I see a lot of homeless people. I live in a city where there's a lot of homeless people, so I see homeless people like every single day. So I'm not just going to be giving out money to every single person I see. Same Sands is the final boss. I don't even know who we're talking about. Sorry. I wish my parents weren't so chill. Like, I really like it. It makes me feel like they don't care in a way, because they let me have a phone and social media anytime, and I regret having it. It messed up with my brain health. Yeah, you kind of have to look at it like, okay, I got unlucky. Even though I thought I may have gotten lucky from being able to get a phone at such a young age, it actually hurt me. And you're allowed to victimize yourself there. You're allowed to say, like, I was unlucky. I was the victim here. I was a victim to addiction and my phone. And now, because I was a victim, I need to counteract it by becoming, not addicted to this. A lot of people victimize themselves for the wrong fucking thing. I'm sorry. This is so true. A lot of people like to victimize themselves for, like, the economy, depression, anxiety. They never victimize themselves for their phone fucking their entire brain up, okay? That's what you're allowed to victimize yourself. That's when you're allowed to go, yeah, that's where the society messed up. That's where you're allowed to complain at people and be like, this is wrong, this messed me up, I hate these people. That's where you're allowed to do it. Once you look at the phone and the addiction that messed up with your brain and social media health and all that, that's when you're allowed to complain. You're not allowed to complain about the economy. You're not allowed to complain about any of the other BS that you think is going on that's wrong. Only thing you're allowed to complain about is that phone. That's where you can victimize yourself, because that's the only way to win, okay? All you guys have this shit wrong about the victimizing yourself. It's so bad. So bad, because I see so many people in our generation that love victimizing themselves for the wrong reasons. They do it for something stupid, like their upbringing or something stupid. I'm like, victimize yourself for that stupid phone that ruined your brain. That's where you victimize yourself. That's where you go, this messed me up. I feel bad for myself. I hate that these people did this to me. And now I have to fight to change my brain. And it's going to be hard work, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's how you have to look at it. That's how you beat that. That's how you win. Oh, man. Should I spare it? I don't even know. Wearing $2? $2. Your hair's 100% fluffy hair? Yes, it is. I would give a homeless person a gift card or food, but if I give them money, they might use it for cigarettes or drugs. Oh, well, here's the thing. that's the thing is like, that's why I go with my whole education argument, because you just said it right there. You just said I wouldn't give them money because they would possibly buy it on cigarettes and drugs. My entire point is that's why I think there should be an education system for these homeless people so they know what to actually use their money on. They know how actual addiction works and how it could really hurt them. You know what I mean? So, there's really good people out here that want to give good things, but they can't because they feel like the homeless person isn't going to use it the right way. And I think the only way to counteract that is to offer a bunch of education so the homeless person can use the actual gifts that people give them for better. That's why you mostly should be giving them food. Yeah. Well, like I said, guys, this is a very strong opinion I have about homelessness or any charity in general. Never, ever, ever tell anyone to give anything or donate anything to anyone homeless or any charity if you are not doing 10 times what you just told them to do. Just so you know. I see a lot of people that try to tell really, really rich people that, oh, you should be donating to homeless people. You should have all that money. I'm sorry, did you make that money? Fuck no. You made zero money. So why are you telling other people what to do with their money that they worked hard for and earned? Don't tell them what to do. You make your own money so you can make your own stupid decisions. But you won't. You'll tell other people to do it because you don't know how to make money because you're stupid. And that's why you do things like that. So I know that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But for me personally, the idea of someone telling me what to do with my own money is insane. It is actually insane. Like when I'm told, like I think I remember one of my teachers. She got fired. She was an idiot, but I was like, I want to be like one of the first trillionaires. She said, don't do that. Like all the homeless people, blah blah blah. I'm like, are you serious? Do you do anything for these homeless people? Do you do anything for them? No, you don't do anything for them. So why are you acting like you're Miss High Ground? You're Miss Moral, okay? The only people that should be telling me what to do about homeless people are people that are out there on the street constantly helping homeless people out. If you're not doing that, you can't tell anyone what to do with their own money. You can't. You absolutely cannot. It is so stupid. It is so illogical. If you are not donating to charity, if you are not running the charity, you should never, ever, ever tell anyone to do anything with charity ever. That is a fact. That is a fucking fact. You can't be protesting anything without actually making money to put in work to change it. Okay, people will put up signs all day to be like, oh, this, that, and the other thing. Not 1 ounce of their hard work has been put into money to actually solve something or change something, because we all know you need money to change things, obviously. They won't do that. They'll just sit there and complain. They'll just sit there and complain, and those are the worst kinds of people. Oh, man, my bad. Sorry, I got a little deep there. That's why you mostly... I got Determination, beat Sands. I beat, I don't know, Yo Chill, I'm 23. I'm 13. What's something you've never fully healed from? What a question. So many things I've never healed from. Probably something I've never fully healed from. Just feeling weak and small and inadequate. Like, I don't think I'll ever fully heal from that. Like, it's just in my body, just constantly. Like, I need to get bigger. I need to get stronger. I need to be able to defend myself more. I need to become, I can't handle it. I don't think I'll ever be able to heal from it. If I could, I don't really know what that even looks like. I don't even know if I really want to heal from it. It's one of my biggest motivators to make money and go out in the world and do things anyway. So, yeah, to be honest. Agreed, is this the 6'2" guy? Okay, let's not talk about my height. My height means very little to my actual presence. It's minuscule. I feel like many people who talk about homeless epidemic and where money should be spent don't exactly have enough money to spare. Fucking facts, bro. And it isn't the same case for some, but many are struggling to get by themselves. Exactly. I notice a lot of people that are like complaining about, oh, homeless people need this, homeless people need that. Okay, why aren't you helping the homeless people out? Why aren't you becoming a billionaire so then you can give all the billions of your money away to homeless people? Isn't that the perspective? Okay, you want all this homeless people to be done. You want to do everything in your power to do that. Why would you not become a billionaire? Because you know money controls the world. You've already complained about that 10 trillion times on Twitter. You know money controls the world. Why would you not logically become a billionaire so you can give all your money away to the homeless people, like you said? Why would you not do that? Why? You know what I mean? Because you're lazy and you want someone else to do it. And you don't know what hard work actually is, because if you did, if you knew how hard it was to make that money, you would not give a single penny of it to a homeless person. And the idea of someone that didn't make money telling you that you should use your money for something else, you'd look at them like they were the lowest IQ person in the entire world. Themselves, hi, said, good, I'm gonna work on Sands. Do you ever feel lonely, even with some people watching and supporting you? No, I don't. I'm not a person that really feels lonely, to be honest. I really like myself. I like being together. No, we're on a floating rock here, man. You can't be too concerned about what other people are thinking. Like, as long as I'm okay, like, this rock, I mean, the sun could, like, aliens could come, like, who knows? At the end of the day, you can't be too concerned about things. Like, you're allowed to let it all out, but, like, that's what I'm saying, like, you know? Do you think the rich are corrupt? I think politicians are corrupt. I think a lot of rich people are corrupt for sure, but I don't think the rich, because the rich is way too broad. That's like putting them all into one box, and they're not all in one box. There's a lot of rich people that are really good and a lot of rich people that are really not good. So you have to keep that in mind. But yes, I think there's a lot of corrupt rich people, and most of them are politicians. All the rich politicians are corrupt, 1 trillion%, 1,000%. It's all messed up. They're all probably on Epstein Island. They're probably all crazy, and it's all horrible. It's all bad. It's all power, and it's all a scam. Yo, chill, control your anger, brother. Honestly, like, sometimes if I ever get, like, heated about something, it's because I just genuinely am passionate about the topic. And there's nothing that y'all are gonna, like, do about it. If you can't accept it, I mean, it's only gonna get worse. Just so you know. Like, if I'm a little too much for y'all, just to let y'all know, like, let me know. No, don't let me know. It's only gonna get worse. Not like, let me know if I'm being too... No. If I'm being too much, just to let you know, it's only going to get worse, big dog. Only going to get worse. Did you have bad acne at some age? And what age, if you did? I did have... Now, some people would call it bad acne. I would say not great acne. But, no, you can see some scars for sure. Yeah, I had some acne. It was in my genetics, and it was through high school. And it was tough, and it was because of a lot of my diet, too. And that's kind of just the vibe of it. But at the end of the day, I learned how to clear it with diet, sun, nature, beef tallow, salt water, and, just kind of figured it out from there. You guys can see one of my videos. I said, like, how I got my skin from this to this, and I, like, show the foods I ate for it. Y'all could check that out. It's somewhere in my shorts. He's not angry. Just speaking facts. Yeah, hell yeah. I like how passionate he gets about these kinds of things. The opinions and perspectives feel raw and real. Something that's not exactly in abundance. Hell yeah. No, for sure. Sounds like my ChatGPT. Have you heard of the elites? Of course I've heard of the elites. Come on. What are we talking about? Have you heard? I mean, you guys want me to get started on Epstein Island or about Kash Patel, the FBI director, in the interview with Joe Rogan, how full of shit he is. I mean, this dude literally is lying to the American people, okay? Lying to the American people, talking about, we're doing everything we can for the Epstein trials. Everything. We want all the evidence. All of a sudden, Joe Rogan mentions one piece of evidence. He's like, have you seen this yet? He's like, oh, we haven't seen that yet. I'll take a look at it. You'll take a look at it? That's the most important part. That's if he killed himself or not. And you're over here, the FBI director, and you're talking about, oh, yeah, I'll take a look at it. Why does the FBI director look like some, like, personal trainer at a YMCA? Shouldn't he be, like, Drago? Shouldn't he be, like, IQ 1,000, like, strength 1,000? Like, why was he such a dummy? Like, did you guys not see this interview? I know you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. But our FBI director is dumb. And Joe Rogan called him out, and he's full of it. And maybe some governor people threatened to kill his family, and that's why he's not releasing any of the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, but it's messed up. It is so messed up. And we all know Jeffrey Epstein's like the main criminal that everyone wants to take down because he has all these powerful people, all the elites that we're talking about. You just brought up the elites. These are the elites that we're talking about. And I'm trying to tell you right now, those elites, he probably said to the FBI director, hey man, if you release that list, you may think you're doing a good thing, but you're actually not, because all these elites will go to jail and the economy will crash, and then everything will go, and we'll go to World War III. So even if you release that list, it's not going to be a good thing because you'll actually cause more death than harm. So they probably scared him, and then he was probably like, okay, now I have to lie to these people. So then he lies to everyone like, yeah, we don't have anything from the Jeffrey Epstein. He killed himself. Like, he literally said that without even knowing the information that Joe Rogan, some of the easiest, most obvious, like, how? Look up Kash Patel, like, interview with Joe Rogan, and get back to me and tell me that guy is not lying, that the FBI director of USA is not lying to you guys. Not bad. Look, that's thanks, Fenting. No Illuminati. Yes. Definitely some Illuminati stuff. Okay, what's something you wish people understood about you? Nothing. You guys will understand everything about me as much as you can, and if you can't, it is what it is. I'm not meant to be understood. I'm just meant to be felt and hopefully motivate you guys. Sans is calling. I gotta beat him. Bye. Peace out, brother. Trust me, I'm not JBT. No, I got you, brother. Have you ever hot bullied, or I'm assuming you're saying, have you ever got bullied? If you did, why? Yes, and why? Because I was very weak, small, and just an easy target, to be honest. That was pretty much it. Like late bloomer, just looked very weak. Illuminati, even them saying that don't exist in plain sight. So many people getting bullied for so many reasons. Yeah. Kash Patel, explain. Oh my God, Kash Patel. God, hate that guy. They never released the full list, and they never will. Or I don't know if they will, but we can't trust this new guy. And his thing is, he's like, I wasn't here when Jeffrey Epstein got caught. I wasn't here. I won't know anything about it. Okay, now you are here. Now you are here, and you can see everything. And then he goes, no. We don't want to. I literally saw reactions. People are like, could they have found a person to lie better, maybe? Like, could they have found a better liar? Because this guy's so full of it. Like, no one even, like, you could see in an interview, like, you could tell he's lying. Like, you don't even need to know what he's talking about. You don't even need to know the topic to know that the FBI director is lying to the American people's faces about one of the biggest scandals in the world, child human trafficking, with all the richest, most elite people on the globe. And he's like, yeah, I haven't seen that evidence yet. I haven't seen the main evidence about if he killed himself or not yet, or if those released. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're lying. We're lying because we're trying to protect powerful people, and it's messed up. Very, very messed up. Also, why do you never have a shirt on? Is it a flex? LOL. It's hot. It's very hot here in South Florida, and not here in South Florida because I'm in Arizona, and I always have my shirt off. Look at all my videos, YouTube shorts, and I will always have my shirt off. But yeah, if y'all can also look up Phoenix, Arizona temperature, and you tell me if you'd be wearing a shirt in that temperature. Trump said he's going to release JFK file. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Oh, sure. Like, all this stuff's going to come out and then never does. That's the thing that bothers me the most. And it's like, yeah. Bro's turning into Eminem. Hell yeah, bro. I am Eminem out here. This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence. Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. Oh, I love that. I love that. We should do an 8 Mile stream. Or just my reaction to 8 Mile. That's like the one reaction movie I'd actually do. Do you know her somber? I don't know who that is. I wish the people who bullied you could see you today. Some of them can. That's the funny thing, is that some of them still follow me on Instagram. The funny thing is, I know that they're watching my story because they'll never like my stuff, but they'll always watch my story. Sometimes there was even one dude I actually saw in person. He didn't even recognize it was me, though. That's the thing. You guys have to understand, like, when these people, they see you in person, you look that much different, it's a weird thing. Like, it's not what you think it is. You think it's going to be, like, they're going to be, like, kind of uncomfortable. It's going to be kind of awkward. That's the thing. Is a lot of you guys think it's, like, this, like, movie that's, like, all high dopamine. It's kind of awkward. Like, you see people that, like, mess with you and you're, like, way bigger and stronger now. You think it's, like, this thing that you see them and you're, like, all happy. And you kind of are. But at the end of the day, it's kind of, like, awkward. It's like, damn, you just look, like, different. Like, I don't even know what the fuck to say. Like, I didn't even recognize it was you. And it's, like, it's just weird. But I don't know. I kind of liked it. What up, what up? Same with John McAfee. I don't even know what happened with him. Bro, you said it's hot, but turn the damn fan on. Well, this fan actually makes way too much noise. It's way too loud, and I just can't talk and concentrate while this fan's on. I could turn that fan on, though. It's also loud, though. My mental health issues have gotten so bad, I have to train a service dog, and I'm in Arizona, and my sister's account, but boy, it's like 80 degrees. What part of Arizona are you in? The north part? Because I'm in Arizona right now. It's about 100 degrees, bro. Phoenix, Arizona temperature. 105. That's what I'm dealing with, y'all. 105, just so y'all know. What's a part of your past you've learned to love instead of hide? Ooh, I like that question. Okay. So part of my past that I learned to love instead of hide. Mm, I guess like my introvertedness, like to a certain extent, like the ability to be introverted but not like it be awkward. So, for example, before I would be so concerned about being introverted because I'm naturally introverted. So I would, learn social skills so I wasn't introverted. But I realized that it actually comes off more confident if you're able to be silent in a situation but still be confident. So a lot of people feel awkward in silence because they're like constantly looking for something to say. But if you're so confident in yourself, then you're not like awkward in the silence. So I would say something I learned to love about myself in the past that I would hide was my introvertedness and silence, my thing of not talking or not saying anything. But I learned that not only in friendships, but also especially in romantic relationships, that silence isn't awkward. Silence actually builds tension. Silence actually builds trust and connection. I really didn't realize that, and once I realized that, I embrace silence so much more, and it's been doing wonders for me, because my mindset in the silence is never awkward. Now it's just so in with who I am, and it's great. So I would say that is definitely one thing that I used to hide that I now love about myself is just my ability to be silent in certain situations. Not say much, or only say few words to the situation, not really have to over explain myself or anything like that. I'll over explain myself on this chat because, I feel like I have to. I need to pinpoint things in your guys' freaking brain. You guys don't listen to anything I say. But when it comes to like an actual like romantic relationship, no, completely different. I am very low, slow talking, not going to say much. And I've definitely learned to like that about myself. That's good. Does have mainly to do with my mental disabilities. Like I said, you link everything to your mental disabilities, then you're gonna have a bunch of mental disabilities. If you link everything to your lifestyle, then you have no mental disabilities. So it simply depends. Sometimes Luke bullies don't even know they're supporting you by watching your videos. Exactly. I mean, your haters are your biggest motivators, but you're also their biggest fans. I mean, I would not have the amount of subscribers I would have if I didn't have haters commenting my stuff or in my lives being like, hey, and then other people being like, hey, no, like defending me and stuff like, I mean, it's part of it. So, and also you guys have to understand something. Like when there is actually people hating on you for doing something good, that's when you know it's jealousy, okay? Like there's a difference between bullying and jealousy, and unfortunately, it's kind of like a raw truth that people don't like to hear. That like if you're getting bullied for like being skinny, the truth is they're probably bullying you because you're skinny and they feel like you're weak and you won't defend yourself, and they feel like they can because you're not going to come back at them. That's what's happening. But if someone's bullying you for making videos about working out, that is pure jealousy. That's not like bullying like, oh, this guy's weak, like I feel like I'm insecure about myself, so let me make myself feel better by making this other weaker person feel weak. That's not, no. It's pure, that is pure like, fuck, like I don't like that this person's out here grinding, working out. I'm gonna hate on this guy. So for me, I don't even look at like people like haters like technically being bullies anymore. I look at them like they're just jealousy, Because the truth is, like, let's think about this in a high school scenario, or just even a raw primal scenario. Let's take every single person that's ever hated on my video. Okay, every single thing that they've commented. If they were to see me in person, if they were to look up to me in person, because the truth is, they probably would look up to me. That's the truth. Okay, I'm taller than 95% of the population. Okay, that's the truth. They probably wouldn't say it to my face. There's a reason that they're saying it online. Okay, because the truth, and the reason I don't hear these things in person anymore, I did when I was skinny. Reason I don't hear them anymore is because in person, a person wouldn't want to risk saying that to someone that looks like me because they don't know what the outcome of that would be. If they say it online, they know, the muscular guy can only do so much. It's online. In person, who knows what's going to happen? That's why if you see a big scary person, you wouldn't say something, but online you would. So I genuinely believe if you took every single person that's ever commented on my live, commented on my YouTube videos, and said anything hateful at all, I believe that if you lined them up all in front of me in person, not one of them would say it to my face. All of them would wimp out and realize that, wow, I'm actually way weaker than I thought. So you guys have to understand, if anyone's online bullying you or hating, that means you're doing something right. Like, I know I'm doing something right when people be hating on me on here, because I'm like, yeah, you're in your basement doing that, and you're watching me. You could be doing anything in your life. You could be lifting weights, you could be making money, and you're sitting here watching me. Come on. For real. You've been to Tucson? Yes, I have. Not the biggest fan, but it's okay. What gives you hope when everything feels overwhelming? What gives me hope is the fact that I've improved so much so far. See, before, what gave me hope was the idea of my future self being awesome, and now that I am, I just continuously know that I'll become more awesome, and that just gives me hope. That's the thing. Like, the hope is from the already progression. And the truth was, as a young kid, I did already kind of think I was going to become, like, that guy. Which is good and bad because, it's going to be good because you'll have high hopes. It's going to be bad because people are going to call you out for not being that guy. It's going to bother you. It's only going to... And then you're going to make a decision. Like, am I really that guy or am I not? That's where decision-making comes in. I'm Phoenix. Good stuff. Woody and Toy Story Dirty. Can't say her name. I haven't checked in a while, though. Last I checked, it was like 80 lurkers. Oh my god, I'm so late on this. My bad. How much do you get paid to come up with deep questions? Where's... Oh. LOL, I got a lot more questions. I usually write them down. Write them done for streams. Wait, you write down questions for streams? What? Is that real? Is that an actual thing? I don't even write shit down. I'm the actual streaming. What have you loved about your past? Here, Jake, down you. I don't know. Had a very dramatic past, and I try to forget it. Jake, what's one thing you really regret in life? I regret not lifting weights earlier. Okay? And I know I always say to myself, like, oh, well, maybe the man I am today. But the truth is, if I would have started lifting weights 3 years younger, I would have been way bigger, stronger, way more motivated, way better mindset, probably would have made way more money, been a way better coach, learned way more stuff earlier, and had way more disciplined mindset way earlier. So I regret it. I regret not lifting earlier. And that should scare some of y'all to not make the mistake I made if you're young and you're not in the gym. Just so you know, get in the gym, because I regret it heavily not going to the gym. What's your name, bro? I'm Jacob. What up? What up? I have ADHD, very mild case of asthma and autism. What's the kindest thing someone's ever said to you and you still think about it? Kindest thing someone's ever said to me? I don't know. There's been a lot of kind things people have said to me. I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely had a lot of very, very kind things. Kindest thing someone has said to me. Well, here's the thing. It's usually not what they say, because words are deceived. I barely believe what people say. It's usually like what they say on how those situations happened that makes me realize how good it actually felt. So one person told me, and this is interesting because I don't even think of myself as a funny person. I think of myself as a motivational person, maybe a little bit entertaining, but not funny. Definitely not stand-up funny. Maybe timing-wise funny. But anyway, she told me, she's like, you're so funny. Sometimes I'll literally tell the jokes that you told to my friends and we'll laugh about it together. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not saying that was the nicest thing ever said to me, but recently, yes, that was just very interesting because it caught me off guard because, someone could say, "Oh, you have a nice physique." It's like, okay, like already done with that. But if they call you out for something you didn't know you had, it's like a whole different situation. So now I'm like, "Oh, I'm funny." Like I didn't even know that. Like some people find me funny, some people don't. I'm definitely have a subjective kind of humor. But it wasn't like she said like, "Oh my God, you're the funniest person I know." Like that wouldn't have done it for me. What did it for me was the fact that she's like, "I think you are so funny. I literally tell your jokes to other people and we laugh together about them." I'm like, "Okay, that makes me feel good." So that's probably one of the kindest things people have said to me. Uh, what up? What up? I don't. I know you didn't ask me this, but I think past nothing. Benton, you got talent with these questions. Oh, Abby, why? I would say it to your face. What would you say to my face? Uh, they don't even need to be jealous. Some folks are just full of hate. True. But most of the time, they're full of hate because of jealousy. Or even if it is that, they're just hate something about themselves and they just need to let it out. But if you're doing the right thing and you know it and other people are supporting you, then you know it's from jealousy. It's almost always going to be from jealousy, especially if other people are supporting you. Hey, man, so I've tried a very rough week last week. My friend OD'd and died from a while. He's really lucky that he didn't. Oh, so didn't die. He kept for lots of hours. Advice on how to keep going in life. Bro, you have to completely reset how you think about your lifestyle. Start getting in nature, start lifting weights, start eating healthy food. You got to be like, okay, like this is real situation. And at the end of the day, you got to understand, bro. Chapter 1. Chapter 1 of your story. Okay? You're over here talking about like like all this stuff, bro. Chapter 1, OD, chapter 2, I got over it, got better, started learning how to navigate these things. So yes, life is hard, but you have to look at it like a war that you're going to win, not a dictator that has control over you. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to beat the battle in your brain. You look like a muscular Tim Templin. Oh, thanks. Let me look up. Oh, nice. Okay. I also have PTSD. I don't know. This is part of my mental disabilities. Okay, they Mike Tyson online, but without the net, they be walking with their head down in the street. Yup. Literally, everyone's Mike Tyson online. Everyone. Everyone's Mike Tyson online. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they like to say, like, I've seen people make this statement that have never ever been an actual sparring match, where they're like, everyone has something like everyone thinks they're a fighter until they get punched in the face, or so, everyone thinks they're gonna win until they get punched in the face, or something like Mike Tyson says something like that. And it's like, who's saying that though? Mike Tyson's saying that, not you, someone who's never been in a sparring match before. Like people, I don't know. It's very interesting. I think overall, be as humble as possible, train as hard as possible, get as strong as possible, learn how to fight as possible, and assume that everyone's also a killer. Because if not, then you're gonna get caught off guard. You know what I mean? And if you're wrong, then you win in the situation. You know what I mean? So, what's a message you wish more people believed about themselves? That they have it in them, that they have that thing in them, that every human has that thing in them that tells them that they don't need to quit, that they could do more, that they could do better. All of those different things are extremely, extremely important. So I would say the biggest message is people I wish people believed more in them about themselves, is that they believed in themselves, that they could actually do it, that they actually have that fight, that they actually have that no quit, that they actually have that survival tendency, that raw primal hunter-gatherer instinct that they still have. Every human has that instinct, that survival instinct, okay? You just need to trigger it. That's the thing. We all used to be hunters. We all used to be gatherers. You have it in you. So this is when I get bothered, when it's like, what do I feel like people are lied to about? Like they feel like they don't have that thing in them. You do. I promise you, you do. If you got chased down by a tiger right now, you'd get up and you'd run as fast as you could. That's how I know you got that thing in you. I got halfway through the Sam boss fight, and I said, Jake, I'm not scared of you. Okay. I would hope not. I feel like I'm not too threatening, especially online. I actually started lifting smallish weights when I was 10 because I was insecure. I love that. Keep going. Keep doing it. That's what I'm saying. Keep lifting. Doesn't matter. Lurking in the basement with the notifications on? Yeah, bro. Literally. Dude, I know for a fact there are people that literally have notifications of when I go live, and they're literally sitting in their basement, and they just wait for me, and they just sit there. They don't say a word in the chat, and they just sit there and watch me. I know that for a fact. I know that there's people out there that do that. I'm just letting you know, like, I hope you grow. I hope you get better. Like, I hope things go well for you. You know, I don't even know what else to say. Jake, I would drop you in GTA probably. I'm not good at GTA, guys. I'm not good at video games anymore. You guys have to understand. Like, maybe before I would have beat you in GTA, but now probably, yeah, you'd probably destroy me in GTA. Like, it is what it is. I don't really have those video game skills as much. I got way more into lifting weights, and it kind of destroyed my ability to do video games like that. Did you do DR number? I don't even know what that is. Do you think it's fine to vape when you're stressed, even with kids? No, I don't think it's fine to vape. I think it's good to find things to relieve your stress, but vaping shouldn't be one of them. I think overall it's a bad addiction, and it's just not good, unfortunately. And I do wish, like, overall, nicotine was way more, like, healthy and put in a healthier light, because nicotine itself isn't bad for you, but vaping is so bad for you that, yes, even when you're stressed, even with kids or whatever the situation is, I think it's even worse. You know what I mean? Because you don't want anyone else to be on that wavelength either. So try to get it done as soon as possible. Try to get it out of the way as soon as possible. Stick to the other stuff. It's much better for you, in my opinion. Venting, I'm just trolling. He's actually cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Have you ever done drugs? No. If so, I'm Mike Tyson in real life. Hell yeah. What's one thing your younger self would love about you now? Probably the fact that I actually care about lifting weights. Here's the thing. I think my younger self would love what I look like, but he wouldn't understand what work it took. I feel like he'd be like happy with what he looks like, but I think he wouldn't enjoy the lifestyle that it took. But you gotta do this, that, and the other thing. I don't want to do all that. Like, I think I'd be like, oh, I don't want to work out every day. Like, I don't want to do all that. But I'd be like, but I really like your body. So I don't know. Like, I think he'd be like, I think he'd like what lifestyle I have, but he wouldn't like the work that it takes to have my lifestyle. I think he'd be in a bit of a crossroad, and he'd probably be like, let me just stay a kid for now. Have you done, everyone has a plan to get punched in the face. Was Tyson, yeah. Benton, you're good. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. He sees the comments, and a few minutes later, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm so late. There's only 6 people in here. Somehow the comments are filled. Like, there could be 40 people in here. Comments are never this hard. Is that feeling of determination? Hell yeah. Can I get a shot? You look like you're cut your hair with a lawnmower. Thank you. Fight or flight? Hell yeah. Literally, fight or flight. That is literally the primal instinct. Every person in the world has fight or flight. My girlfriend broke up with me. Can you give me SO engineering? I don't even know what that means. But if your girlfriend broke up with you, get tan and jacked, okay? Get absolutely in elite shape, okay? Prove her wrong. You should be becoming, like, the strongest, best version of yourself, mentally, physically, spiritually. Batman. When do you feel most yourself, and how do you protect that? Okay, so I feel most myself most of the time, to be honest. I'm usually myself most of the time because I'm addicted to the truth. So I can't not be myself, because I feel like if I lie to myself, then I actually lose, and I don't progress, and I don't get the human experiences I want. See, if lying to myself made me get bigger, I would 1000% do it. But lying to myself only makes me get weaker and skinnier. So I have to be honest with myself, because it's the only way to make money and grow. That's what I'm saying. I'm literally just looking for the best strategy to grow. So if being myself means that, then I have to be myself. So most of the time I do feel myself. And the way to protect that is to be so addicted to the truth that you find that the truth is only giving you good experiences in life. Like, luckily, I've associated being addicted to the truth with money, getting rich, getting jacked, getting, all good looking, getting good experiences in life. I've associated being addicted to truth with that. So luckily, I'm always trying to be myself, because I genuinely feel like that's going to help me become the best version of myself. So that's where that's how I think you protect it, is become addicted to it. No, I wouldn't fight the tiger with this thing in me. I I don't know. Yes, you would. That's the thing, is you would, because you would have no other option. And I know you guys are like, no, I would probably freeze. Like, well, yeah, most of the time a tiger would probably kill you. But the truth is, if the tiger was actually way weaker than you thought, you would be like, wait a second, I could actually take this thing. And then you get that adrenaline. That's the thing. That's where the adrenaline comes in, is once you realize, wait a second, I could actually take that thing. You ever see an animal getting chased down by another animal, then all of a sudden it turns around and the animal's like, whoa, what? And all of a sudden the animal is just chasing the animal. It's like, wait a second, I was just chasing you, now you're chasing me. It's all about fear. It's all about fear. You know what I mean? And then your ability to defend yourself. And it goes the same with like bullying. Like at the end of the day, a bully is not going to hurt you nearly as much. The odds are way lower if they know you're going to fight back. If they know you're going to fight back, the calculation's different. Okay, if they know you're going to like, so that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how violent you are. It doesn't matter how big or strong you are. If the person knows you're going to fight back, they'd rather choose someone else that they know is not going to fight back and be a wuss about it. Do you have any advice on very hard video games, boss fights? Bro, no advice. I suck at good hard video games, bro. So you want, okay, can you flex? Okay, here's a little flex for you guys. You'll hear that crack. All right, let's go back to this questionnaire now. GTA 26 now, like, what the fuck? I know, GTA 6. At this point, I'm done worrying about GTA 6. Until it's out, I'm not going to think about it. Because just the idea of thinking about something that's not even here is just dumb to me. Bro, can you get mad? I got nothing else better to do. Y'all, start talking about cereal, talk about conspiracies, talk about all these different things, and you can get me started. Like, if someone brings up cereal, I could definitely get started. 1,000%. Please flex. Yeah, sorry, I just flexed. If anyone wants to see me flex anymore, you can look at my YouTube or Instagram. Bro, guys, 21 will welcome basically everyone now. You're a nice guy. Hell yeah, thank you. Jake, add me to the live so we can fake beef. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not doing any collabs with any lives until I do like an actual interview with someone, because I don't know, I could get messed up and I don't want that on my stuff. So if anyone's interested in like doing a collab, then my Instagram's in my YouTube bio. What's something small that made you feel alive recently? Ooh, I like that. Something small that made me feel alive. Probably just, I don't know, hitting my personal record on incline dumbbell yesterday. I don't know. I really enjoyed doing that, like, to a crazy extent that you can't even understand. I'd say to younger me, stop worrying about what people think and enjoy the ride. Exactly. Facts. Do you play Roblox? No. Get on them testo boosters. Definitely get your testosterone boosted, but not unnaturally. Naturally. You know, sprints, sun, compound movements, high intensity training, all the testosterone optimizations. Do you like my deep questions? Of course. Roblox opinions on. Only I wouldn't recommend saying online if you hate. What's your favorite music artist? Umbasa. Honestly, probably Eminem is up there too. It's okay. Tell your deepest secret, bruh. I don't even think I have one. I'm not one to like keep secrets. You know what I mean? I'm pretty real and honest with everything. Like, I'm not, and even if I did have a deep secret, it would have to like take time to actually think about it. I'm not like constantly like, oh my God, this is my deep secret. Like the second, like you're not gonna say, oh, what's your deepest secret, and then something just instantly pops in my brain. Like that's not how it works. I'd have to actually think about it. Cause I don't really hide things like that. Like, what is there to hide? What do I have to hide? Seriously, like what? You guys see my entire YouTube channel. You guys have seen 40 to 80 hours of lives at this point. At this point, what am I really hiding? Like, what secret could you get out of me? You know what I mean, I don't know. How you get your hair like that, bro? Like I said, sea salt spray, hair clay, and yeah, keep it. No other BS products. You know what I mean? Get in the beach if you're at the beach too. Cereal is the best, most healthiest breakfast. Incorrect. There you go. You're wrong. You're so wrong. You're so wrong. You could not be more wrong. You understand how dumb? Okay, I'm not gonna get too. When they say heart healthy on the cereal, do you know why they're saying that? Because some guy didn't want men to have a lot of energy. He wanted men to have weak minds, low energy, and not be able to reproduce. So he said, hey, we're going to pay scientists to say that cereal's healthy just to make them have low energy and not want to do anything in the world and be controlled. And now we have the fattest, sickest, most laziest men in the entire earth that eat cereal every morning, and we somehow think it's a good, healthy breakfast. In what world does that make any sense? If your life were a cereal, what would it be called? It'd be called frickin' I don't even know. I can't even answer a question like that when you guys are talking to me over here about cereal. All right, makes you feel alive. Of course, else folks will look like rock, lol. Have you ever cried while you eat cereal, to be honest? Probably. Probably when I was a kid. Because if you guys think about it, in the morning, we all used to eat cereal in the morning, and the mornings would suck. So there was probably a point where in second grade, I was eating cereal and I cried. I feel like that makes sense. But I also haven't eaten cereal in 3 years, and I also haven't cried in 3 years. So both of those things haven't happened in a while. Okay. M&M is not as good as Skittles. Skittles are definitely better. I haven't had either of them in, like I said, 2-3 years. But M&M, the wrapper, is great. Kendrick's better than them. Incorrect. Kendrick is not. Do you pour the cereal or the milk first, and what does it say about your soul? Like I said, I don't pour either because it's really bad for you. But I'll tell you, if you're someone that pours cereal first, you think a little bit smarter about things. You're a little bit more advanced, but you're not there yet. The second that you can't pour either, that's when you're fully there. You're hiding your hairline? Oh. Does my hairline look not right? Is it not the vibe for you? I don't think I've ever been roast on my hairline. I know some dudes are insecure about their hairlines. I'm like, bro, I don't even know what that even means. But I guess my hair has been so above my hairline, it doesn't even happen. You 32 and got no armpit hair? I'm 32? What world am I 32? I'm 21. If I was 32, bro, if some of y'all think I'm 32, what's even going on? I got, barely any, for sure. I mean, a little bit, but 32. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? 32. I feel like we're joking here. I love cereal. Well, you're going to get hit hard in the face with cereal one day. I'm telling you, man. It's gonna hit you all at once. And you're going to be like, whoa, what was I doing? Should have been eating steak, eggs, and raw meat, for breakfast. I seriously see someone eating raw steak every morning 10 times healthier than the person eating cereal every morning. I don't care what y'all say. I think I'm right. McMuffin for the morning gains, brother. Mick anything is just no. They put that red 40 in the cereal, the most healthy ingredient ever. Oh, see these are my actual trolls, okay? Y'all think people are trolls are people in the gaming community? No, the trolls are the ones that tell me things like seed oils and red 40 is good for you. Those are the trolls, okay? Because we all know red 40 is so bad. It's a meme on how bad it is. But why do you think we needed to ban it? Why was it that bad that we needed to ban it? What was really going on? I will BRB when you answer the question. Gotcha. Supersize thing. I don't even know what that means. Cheerios because you're built like a one. I'd call it baked. Oh, because you're built like a... Oh, because I'm built like one. I'm built like a Cheerio. Oh, thank you. I don't even know what to say to that. I'd call it baked. Makes you feel alive. Air makes you feel alive. Hell yeah. Hey, Jake. It's me, Reek. 3rd day of 6th grade. Oh, hell yeah. You probably cried when you brushed your teeth today. Definitely cried today. No. Well, like I said, I don't even know if I'm able to. Because the thing is, like my body, okay, my brain, I don't know if my brain gets, because, okay, I think here's the issue. My brain, whenever it gets to a point of sadness, it always goes straight to anger, which it will, I think it's, my, that basically makes my body unable to produce tears, because every time I ever feel sadness, my brain switches the emotion to anger, and then the anger changes it to motivation. So if I just don't think it's possible, because I would see it as accepting weakness, as accepting failure, and my brain wouldn't be able to do that. So that's why I think I haven't done it in 3 years. Like, I don't even think it's like a thing that I'm like actively trying to do. It's just something that I've actively trained my brain not to do, because every time I think of the idea of accepting weakness, I think that's gonna cause no growth, make me way more lonely, and get not the experiences I want. So it's almost like I see crying as like a waste of time and unproductive. And it's like, so I just don't do it. Crying in that milk, get some water on that cereal. You got that. You got that wrinkles. If you want to be healthy, eat cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You look like Bryce Hall. I've gotten that. I've gotten that before. I don't agree with you guys at all. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I have gotten it. Yeah, if you want to be healthy, eat cereal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, like I said, if y'all want to be the most unhealthy version of yourself, have no energy, no libido, anything like that, eat cereal for the rest of your life. Go ahead. If you want to be really sick, unhealthy, have a shit ton of depression, anxiety, because a lot of realize that the food you eat has a direct correlation with how you feel, go ahead. Bro got that Vegeta McDonald's hairline. Nah, he's not 32, he's 41. What are we talking about? Barely in puberty phase. You got that Velcro hair. Yeah. Why'd you think I was 32? This is where y'all, and this is why I can't take what people say too serious, because they say one thing and then something completely contradicts it. Like, the one person that was trying to say, like, you don't look like you're 21, but you look like you're on steroids. In what world do those two things correlate? Or like I look like I'm 32. Like, what are we talking about? But again, I don't know. Like, it's just words. It's just words. And once you guys type it, you can't delete it. Or you can, but it's just harder, I guess. You got that Velcro hair. Of course, you eat that meat. I eat 2 pounds of red meat every single day. It makes me an absolute beast. Jake BRB again. Food, oh yeah. How many push-ups can you do without stopping? Probably like 50. Tell people not to eat cereal, but you eat it. No, I do not. I do not eat cereal. I haven't eaten cereal in 3 months or 3 years. Yeah, no, I don't touch cereal. I think it's really, really bad for you. But, nah, yeah. You look like Pablo? I'm baked as fuck. Bye. This girl loves roasting you. Well, you 12 backwards, bro. Go to sleep. Venting. They, them. Check out Music Prime. Don't worry, Jake. You look 21. We are joking. Like I said, I don't care. Like here's the thing. Y'all could think whatever you want. I'm not gonna stop y'all from thinking anything. If y'all think I look whatever age I am, I look younger than I am, great. I'll always look younger than I am. That'll work great for me in the future. I'll always look better. I'll always look younger, cleaner, fresher. I'll never look old or ragged up. I love that, man. So, like, that's what I'm saying. The idea of me looking 32 is almost more offensive. I'd almost rather be told I look like I'm 6 years old than I look like I'm 32, because that means I look old. And the idea of looking old means I look done. And the idea of being done and not in progression is scary. Like, I don't want to look done. I don't want to look like, he's got it, he's over. You know, he's not in his prime anymore. Like, I don't want that. You say I don't care in that I care tone. Well, I mean, the thing is this, guys. You guys have to understand something. You know? At the end of the day, but you still look young? Of course, yeah. And at the end of the day, my entire life, I've looked young. Yes. Did I get made fun of for it? Yes. Did I get picked on for it? Yes, did it make me become the best version of myself mentally, physically, spiritually? It's why I got tan and jacked, really good looking, and now I can get any girl I want and have 1,900 subscribers and make all this money. Yes, that did happen. So whether or not it bothers me really doesn't make a difference because I'll always use it as motivation to become the best version of myself mentally, physically, and spiritually, and my life will just get better. So yeah, maybe I do care that you said it, but that's the good thing is I care. Because if I didn't care, and I didn't care when I was actually looking skinny young, then I wouldn't get any of the success. I wouldn't have gotten jacked. I would have been skinny, pale, and low testosterone. Wouldn't have gotten any girls. Would have just sat here lonely, not talking to anyone, not motivating anyone. But instead, I decided, hell no. What I'm going to do is become really, really strong, really, really motivated, help as many people as possible, and become the best version of myself. And that's why I'm here. So, yeah, maybe I do care. And I'm happy I cared. Because if I didn't care, I probably wouldn't have these traps. If I didn't care, I probably wouldn't have all these subscribers or all these people watching me. So I'm happy I care. And that's what I'm saying. I'll never not be motivated by you guys. You guys have to understand, like, I see this world so much differently than you guys. You guys will end this stream. Who knows? Maybe you'll sit back, watch your TV, not really do anything to change your goals. Me, I'm going to remember everything said. I'll remember the good things. I'll remember the bad things. And I'll use it meticulously to my advantage to make sure that I win. So, yeah, when those people were saying all those mean things, like, oh, why do you act like you care? 3 years ago when I was skinny and pale, guess what? I'm happy I cared. I'm happy I took it personally. I'm happy I got a little offended. Because if I didn't get a little offended, I would have stayed skinny. I would have stayed pale. I would have stayed lonely. But that didn't happen because I decided, nope, I'm going to fight that. I'm going to become strong. I'm going to become tan. I'm going to become motivated. I'm going to come help people, help people also get strong. So, yeah. You buy subscribers, though? That's funny. I mean, that's like I said, it's like saying I take roids. Like, thank you for the compliment. Like, I got my subscribers on my own. The fact that you think I bought subscribers means that you think I had to take a cheating route to get where I got, which didn't happen. So I like that. But no, I didn't buy subscribers. If your future depended on choosing the right cereal, what would you pick and why? Like I said, I guess I would pick, brown Rice Crisp because they're the most nutrient dense ones, but I wouldn't enjoy it. We have eyes. We have the same thing. How does he buy subs? Like I said, I don't. People can respect without flexing, of course. Nobody cares, but go to the UFC. My dream is to become the best drawing artist in the world. Do you think I can do it? Of course, brother. But you need to think you could do it more than me, man. You really want that Trump tan? I really just want my tan, I just really want the tan that's going to make me feel the best about myself. Bodies have nothing to do with respecting someone. Well, in a moral sense, yes. In a biological sense, no. Yeah, good point. I mean, I made sure my acne got contacts. Everything I hated about myself went away because of the bullying. Exactly. You take Tren, we're going to call you Hen Tren. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, and this is another issue with what people say. So say someone were to actually accuse me of taking steroids or Tren. They might think like, oh, that's like offensive to me. And like to a certain extent it is because you're basically saying that like all this natural shit that I did just goes out the window and I don't really have intelligence on the natural stuff and I just cheated and took roids. But there's also a part of me that's like, I'm really happy you said that, because the fact that you think I look like I take steroids after being someone who was super skinny and overlooked makes me feel really fucking good. And that's not okay, because I can't let, YouTube validate me too much. I gotta only take everything you guys say as bad things to motivate me. You guys don't understand something. Sometimes people will say things that aren't meant to be mean, and I'll take it as a mean thing to motivate myself. You guys know Michael Jordan? There was this one dude that, and this is why I do this, because Michael Jordan does this exact same thing. So this dude walked up to Mike after a game and said, "Nice game, Mike." And Michael Jordan saw it, take it as offensively. He's like, "Who's that guy think he is? Tell me, nice game, Mike." Even though he just said nice game. So he destroyed the dude after. He's like, "I can't allow that to ever happen to me. No one can ever disrespect me on the court like that ever again." Remember, Michael Jordan had won championships at this point. But since one guy said something that bothered him too much, they interviewed him and said, "Hey, did that guy really say nice game, Mike? Because we're trying to talk to him. He's saying he never said it." Michael Jordan goes, "No, I made it up in my own head." He made up a scenario in his own head of some guy making fun of him and telling him, "You're not that good," just so he could get better. Even though the guy was like, "No, I never said that. I was being super nice and respectful, because I actually don't want to make Michael Jordan mad, because I know that only make him better." You guys understand how to manipulate your brain to get it to do crazy things, but you have to understand that. You know what I mean? You have to really navigate it. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't do that. They don't look like, okay, wait a second, this person said this thing. How do I use that to my advantage? If someone, you could literally, have a store worker be like, "What size are you? A small?" And you could use that as motivation for the next 3 months to work out. Even though that person had no ill intention on being mean to you, and you don't have to react to them in outpan. You can be nice and stuff and whatever and just remember later. But you can manipulate your brain to get better at these things. You could be like, "No, that guy was actually calling me out. No. He actually thought I was small." You have to look at it that way. Because if not, then you're going to become soft and not grow. Okay, now I know you guys are like, "Yeah, live your life, be happy." Okay, my life being happy is being as strong as possible and motivated as possible. So yeah, I'm kind of a big guy that weighs in at 188. I was wondering the best type of stuff I could do to lose a little bit of belly fat, brother. Stop eating the food you know you're not supposed to be eating. High-intensity training, high-intensity workouts, okay? Cut out the BS, okay? Understand, research all these different people that lost weight, okay? Archetypes that look like you. Have the mental discipline. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know what you're not supposed to be doing. So you have to do those things. Sometimes it's a lack of information. Sometimes it's a lack of discipline. Most of the time it's lack of discipline. Thank you for leaving me so much. How much to touch you, Jake, from State City? How much to touch you? Okay. This is when I don't know about these streams, bro. Now we're getting interesting. We're all trying to win in our own unique way. We all only got one chance, but man, them dude who's saying trash to you are just NPCs, of course, literally. But also, the truth is, even an AI, say an AI comment troll was like, "Hey man," said something like, "You're skinny," or something like that. I would still, even if I knew it was AI, I would still act like it was a regular person, just to trick my brain into thinking that, just so it could get stronger and better. I know you guys think it's psychopath. I know. But the truth is, that's what works for me. That's how I get better. Take vitamins? No. All my vitamins are on the nutrient-dense food that I eat. I don't need any vitamins. If what they say didn't bother me, it wouldn't have changed. I wouldn't have changed it about myself. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If what they were saying didn't bother me, then I would have just sat here and stayed skinny, alone, and weak. That's what I'm saying. So I had to let it bother me. The person with the abs ain't above no one. True. Just because you have abs doesn't mean you're above anyone. Take those healthy supplements. Like I said, I don't think healthy supplements are a thing. I think supplements are good for most people, because most people lack nutrients because they have the worst standard American diet of all time. But at the end of the day, I don't need to take healthy supplements, because a supplement is something that you supplement for a diet that's lacking in something. But my diet doesn't lack in any nutrients. So I don't need any supplements, because my diet's already good and has all the nutrients it needs, because I eat red meat and fruit with lots of good animal fat. Do you ever miss the version of you who still believed in cereal? I don't miss cereal as much as I miss some stuff like subs, chicken tenders, and fries, to be honest. Michael Jordan's not better than Michael Jackson in basketball. Yeah, that's psychological. Okay. I don't even know what we're talking about there, but I hope we're talking about just Michael Jordan just being better at everything. Bro, I could tell Jake. If so, okay, bro, I can't tell Jake if so, like Trump or not. Oh, haha. Yeah, you probably won't be able to tell, to be honest. That's kind of where my opinion skews. Is you won't be able to know my political beliefs on anything, because the way I talk, you'll think one thing, and all of a sudden I'm gonna hit you with something. You're gonna be like, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna hit you with another thing, and you're gonna be like, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. Because I don't pick sides. I hate sides. Sides are stupid. Sides make you think that the other side is bad. Because we're all primal and we all came from tribes. So the second you pick a side or associate emotionally with a side, you all of a sudden think every single person on that side is bad. Even though both sides, we all know, have good people with different ideologies trying to become better. Michael Jordan's crazy. Yes, he's crazy, but he also won. So it doesn't matter. Because he needed as fuel. It's like taking a pre-workout. Exactly. I don't take any pre-workout because I don't need pre-workout. My pre-workout is people saying BS to me that makes me want to, become a better version of myself. Also, Kobe's right here, just so you know. Michael Jordan's not better than Kobe Bryant. Yeah. We always use Kobe as a little motivator, too. You say cereal's unhealthy, but so is bottling up emotions. So which one are you afraid of? So I would say bottling up emotions is definitely unhealthy, for sure. You need to let out your emotions, whether you say them or you work out in the gym and let them out, or whether you let them out as you work on your business and you let it out. But yes, bottling your emotions is definitely not good, and then neither is cereal. But the one I guess I'm afraid of more, I guess it would have to be the bottling the emotions, because if you bottle the emotions, there's no growth. You can't change anything because you've never let out the emotions. If you've never talked about the emotions, you can't let them out and you can't fix them. That's the thing. So I would say, unfortunately, the scarier thing is probably bottling up the emotions, even though eating cereal is very scary. Very scary situation. Still, bottling up the emotions is a little bit worse, because if you can't, then you can't change anything. You can't change anything, you can't grow. Jake, you heard of how many Papagu manipulated by his brain, saying the punches didn't hurt during the championship fight? He was losing, then won. Pacquiao. Yeah, well, that's what happens. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all psychological. Like, the humans don't realize how much they can psychologically train their brain to do almost anything. You know what I mean? Anything. If I didn't have that belief before, I would have never been able to get to my point. I would have probably thought I would have never been able to get this big because my bone insertions weren't big enough. I would have thought it was impossible. Thank you, brother. No problem. SKZ, I don't know. Jake, what's up, dude? Hope you find dude peace. Oh, peace out, brother. Michael Jordan is way better than Kobe. I'm just saying, you're skinny, so get stronger. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that statement right there. Okay. That statement right there, right? I'm going to screenshot it. I'm just going to say you're skinny, so get stronger, right? So let's logically break this down. I just hit a dumbbell PR record of 80-pound dumbbells for 8 reps, right? The number of the population that can do that is less than 2%, and the number that gym goers can do that is less than 10%. So in no earth term would I be considered a weak person. However, this person saying you're skinny, you need to get stronger, I will use that as motivation, even though I just explained to them that I literally only want them to say that to use as motivation. I will screenshot it and look at it when I'm about to lift weights tomorrow to use it as motivation to become better, because this is how I manipulate my brain to become better and grow. Okay, everyone's going to get hate. And to say that you can ignore hate all you want and just ignore it and that's BS. Everyone feels the hate no matter what, especially if you're doing something really, really good and you get way more hate than normal. Use the hate to motivate you, okay? If I would have never used the hate to motivate me before, I would have never beat the PR in the first place. I would have never been able to be top 2% strongest human on earth. You know what I mean? I would have never been able to do that. So that's why I use these things as motivation. Is Troy getting out of hand? No. It's not. I might even mod them. Keep them in here. You know what I mean? I need them. I need them to motivate me. Some of y'all are too nice. Y'all understand how much I enjoy getting, like, hate because it motivates me. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, in high school, I got way more personal overall face hate. It was way easier to be motivated. Now in college, no one wants to say anything to my face. Once I started to do live, all of a sudden I got all this motivation because people will say things, online because they would never say it to my face because they're scared, obviously. But they'll say it online. So I get to use it as more motivation. You know what I mean? Like, it was like a win-win. I didn't realize that. Like, there was this hidden motivation that I could have been using this entire time. So I'm very lucky I found it. I'm very happy for the first person that hated on me in a live, because I was like, oh my gosh, this is insanely good motivation. Because I haven't gotten this hate in so long, because I haven't, because people are afraid to say it in person. Okay. You're a good guy, and I wish the best for you, and you have a good mindset. Oh, thank you. Gotta go see y'all. Well, every while you should have a cheat day. Nope, no cheat days for me. I get you. Nah, it ain't psycho. It's way fuel yourself. I respect that. Hell yeah. You definitely like Trump. I kind of think he doesn't. You look like Timbuku Kangaroo. Go back to USA, mate, so you can be a kangaroo. Sup? Do you think if male pants his nails back black, you think they're gay, or do you think it's either way? I don't think I'm going to assess my opinion on that. Stray kids, they're amazing. What up? Yeah. Yeah. You're so fine. I'll say it to your face. Like I said, you say you'll say it to my face, and the truth is, more likely, like, the woman will actually probably say it to my face, but a dude saying it to my face after saying it online is impossible. So, if you're a woman saying it, I believe you way more, because some girls actually do have some balls, but some of them don't, so you gotta know. Bro, Jake, half the people watching aren't commenting, just so you know, we love you. Yeah, I know, bro, because that's the thing, is some people, they literally watch just as background noise to motivate them, and those are the people I'm trying to help out, for sure. But there are some people, I know you're out there, that just watch me just to be a creep, and it sucks, and there's nothing I can do to change it. That's the one thing, so it is what it is. I hope I can help you, though. I hope I help you work out in some way and get better and out of your basement or whatever. World's best motivator. Oh, thank you. Stray kids look super fine on the side of the road. I think the people saying this stuff to you, they're the real weak ones. Well, yeah, like I said, anything else. But, like I said, you might as well use it as motivation. I wouldn't say get too caught up in what they're saying, like replying to it wise. Like, that's the thing, is before I would get so caught up in defending myself. Someone would be like, oh, you're not this. I'd be like, what? I'm this, that, and the other thing. Like, defending yourself is only, unfortunately, no matter how much pride you actually have, unfortunately, especially in relationships, is going to make you look very, very insecure when you ever defend your pride or anything like that. So the only thing to really do, the only logical strategy is to be like, okay, how do I win this? How do I win this situation? Okay, use this motivation. Simple as that. You don't even argue it back. Gotta go see you. I know you don't eat cereal, but I feel like you were a Cinnamon Toast Crunch kid with a nice motive. I was not. I think I was honestly like the O's, the Cheerios, like the whole grain Cheerios, or like, once I got into the granola stuff, I basically was granola and raisin until I stopped doing cereal. But I never did the sugary cereals. My parents were always against that. But the funniest thing was, I always thought, that the kids that were eating the cereal sugar, I was like, bro, like, they're so much, like, unhealthier than me, not realizing, like, I was just as unhealthy, like, with my cereal. It wasn't that much better. I'm not a woman. Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense on why you're saying all those things. So I'm like, I've never had a woman, like, say any of these things. Usually it's all just, like, like, compliments and stuff. So that's why I was like, this is the first time a woman's actually, like, saying something, like, but I kind of liked it because it was motivating. Because that's the thing, is like, dudes, I know every single dude that comments hate, it's purely jealousy, because they're like, they see the person and they're physically jealous right away. So I know I can't really even use it as motivation as much, because I'm like, he's already jealous. Like, I know he's a jealous dude. Like, there's no motivation. But if you're a woman, it's a little bit easier, because I'm like, okay, like, I could still use it a little bit as motivation, because it's like a whole different situation. It's like genuinely, like, traction based motivation.
But if you're a dude hating, it's very hard, because now I just know for a fact that you're probably jealous. No, not probably. You are jealous. If you're a dude hating on me, 1000% you're jealous. I don't even go to like you might be. I know for a fact you are, because I know that, because nobody will hate on you that's not doing better than you. I've never had a person that was ripped, jacked, in shape, anything hate on me ever. Only support me. So yeah, but the thing is, if you're a woman hating on me, I'm not gonna instantly say you're jealous, because that would be unintelligent. How you can't? It's a whole different situation. But if you're a dude and you're hating on me, 1000% you're jealous. 1000%. There's no doubt in my mind you are 1000% a jealous man that is jealous of the things that I have, the things I'm creating, the things I'm doing. 1000%. If you are a man hating on me, 1000% you are jealous. 1,000,000,000,000%. Nothing to deny that. 1000%. 1,000,000,000,000%. 1000%. 1000%. If you are a man hating on me, you are fully jealous of me. You want the things that I have. You wish you were me, and you can't be, and it bothers you, and that's why you hate on me. 1000%. There is nothing to deny that. 1,000,000,000,000%. Okay. Hey, don't let others bring you down. People who haters, let them hate. Let them hate. But if it makes you feel something, I'm just letting you know. Let it make you feel that and become better. It's actually London. This is gonna be worse. Oh, sorry, you catfish. Why you kept going on the days you wanted to quit? Like maybe with 100 subs. What kept you going on the days you want to quit? Like maybe with 100 subs. Same things that keep me going now, wanting to quit. The fact that I need to help people, I want to help people, and now I have more motivation than ever to help people. So, like, I just want to help people at this point. I want to help people get better. I would hate to be called Ian. Ian, ladies first. I hate when people are ugly. That's why I'm here. So, I'm never a female, not a woman. Hey, Destroyer Lonely. It's actually super offensive to people who hate themselves like me to say that. Mendine, don't hate yourself. You're a good person. Okay, well, I go to the shower. Bye, Jake. Peace out. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean what I said. Yeah. But it's very hard when most people only like people on the outside and not on the inside. That's life. That is life, guys. No. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, most people will not like you for the, most people will not like you for what you have inside. Most people will like you for what you have outside, unfortunately. And there's absolutely nothing you could do to change that either. So, you might as well just improve what you have on the outside. Like I said, another issue I got caught up in way too much, especially with relationship, was this idea that I used to think that any girl that didn't want me, like they didn't like me for who I was inside, and like I was like, they don't like me for me, like they don't deserve me. Bro, no. Get that out of your head. Okay? Get it out of your head right now. That'll only leave you to nothing. And it sucks because you wish that, but the truth is that ideology, it's only, you have to become better. You have to become stronger. You have to become more muscular. Okay? And the truth is, they are going to like you for what's inside, because what's happened inside is you've changed your mentality. You're now a man. You're now a man. So, like, if you get mad because the girls only like guys that are muscular, like, I just don't understand how you couldn't be like, okay, well, why would I not get muscular then? I have the ability to get muscular, so why would I not? Like, that's what I don't get. You have any pets? 2 dogs in Florida. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm a boy, so don't take this the wrong way. Okay, are you single? I am single. I low-key hate superficial people when they never even cared about the inside. Well, I would like to challenge, not the statement, but every person in the chat. Can you name a time that you were superficial and wanted something from someone and didn't really care about them on the inside? Now, seriously, think about this for a second. Be honest with yourself. This is where you're allowed to be honest. Because a lot of people, they think that they're the ones that's not being superficial. But the truth is, I believe every human to a certain extent is superficial and cares about the outside more than the inside. And the reason is because we're humans and we judge things based off appearance. That's why we say that house is green, that house is blue, that house is red. Because we judge things based off appearance, okay? And we superficially do it. We do it on the outside. We don't know what's in that greenhouse. We don't know what's in that yellow house. We don't know what's in that red house. But since we like red the most, we're going to go in the red house. And that's how most humans are. That's how we evolved. So I really want you to take a deep step back into yourself and be like, am I ever superficial with anyone? Do I only hang out with this person for this reason? Like, do I only hang out with this person? Like, do I really actually like this person on the inside? And also question what that really even means. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, question that. Like, what does that mean? Like, you like them for who they are and not what they actually provide for you. Like, what does that mean? Because what if they provide, like, funny jokes for you? Does that mean that you only like them from the inside, or you like the outside perspective of them giving you funny jokes? If they weren't to give you funny jokes, would you like them anymore? If they weren't to be able to, listen to your thoughts and be there for you as a friend, would you like them anymore? So technically, that's an exchange. That is what's on the outside. So, like, what does the inside of them even mean? Like, what does that even mean? Like, they like you for who you are on the inside. Like, what does that even mean? Like, they like you without being, like, a hard worker? Like, I never understood that, especially from a male perspective. From a female perspective, I get it, okay? It's a little bit different. You don't necessarily get punished for being weak. You know what I mean? But as a dude, you are going to get punished for being weak, and you should, because at the end of the day, being weak was really going to hurt you as a man. Or because all my friends are saying some girl, likes me, but some ninth grader girl likes me, but okay, I'm focused on one girl, but I don't know how to tell other girls no. Like I said, if someone is saying, if one of y'all are saying, I don't know how to tell this girl no, oh my God, stop. Okay? Don't be a dick. A lot of dudes are dicks for no reason. Just be respectful. Be like, I'm focused on something else right now. I'm focused on someone else right now. I'm talking to someone else right now. And just leave it at that, okay? But don't hold off. Don't act like, yeah. One thing I notice dudes do, I'm not saying you do this, I'm just saying in general. It's hilarious. But they'll act as if, they have all these different people that like them. The reason they do this, and they try to act like, they're like, yeah, and I just feel bad for doing this to this girl, that girl. Like, the thing is, if you're actually surrounded by a lot of girls, go ahead, do that. But the truth is, if you're not, people are going to catch on to that really quickly, and they're going to think that you're full of shit. I'm just saying. Like, they're going to think you're full of shit. Like, they're going to be like, yeah, you're talking about all these girls that like you, but I don't see you with any girls. So, I'm just letting you know, you'd much rather, much rather be the dude that they just see with girls, and then they ask you, like, who that is, and you're like, I don't really care. Then be the dude that's like, oh yeah, I got this girl likes me, this girl, they're constantly talking about girls, and then their friends never see you with girls. That is a very, very bad look, and it's going to make people not respect you. So keep that in mind. Yeah, one time I was, and she liked me, but then I finally told her I didn't like her. Wait. You dated someone for 2 months that you didn't like? Bro, we got some other stuff to figure out. My brother's 50 days. Yeah, man, you look like a foosball player. Yeah, that was a big mistake. Jesus. My nose is still, like, crooked a little bit. Y'all see that? Like, one hole is bigger than the other. It's interesting. I mean, you don't have to feel bad. I'm just saying, like, what are you doing? Like, in what world would it be a good idea to date someone you don't like? That's what girls do. Like, seriously. And what idea would a man... I always say this. Oh, God. See, some things I'm allowed to say, some things I'm not. This I'm going to say because I don't care. I'm just going to say it because I'm real, I'm unfiltered, and you guys need to know who I really am. And you guys are going to think this is a crazy statement. But I'm going to say it. All right, ready? I don't trust any man with an ugly wife. I would never do business with a man with an ugly wife. Now, hear me out. Luckily, this is on live. No one can just argue back and scream in my face right away. But if they have an ugly wife, the issue is they don't think of themselves as high value. They don't think of themselves as someone that can get a good looking person. They don't think of themselves as someone that can get a good quality person, okay? And the issue is, because of that, I don't trust that they believe in themselves. I think you have some deep-rooted issues and insecurities, and you feel like you can't do better, and because of that, you settle for low because you want, like, the easy way out, and I can't do business with someone like that because I don't trust you. If I see that your wife is at least good-looking enough, or at least somewhat quality, I can trust you to know that you make good decisions. I can trust you to know that you make good lifetime decisions. You know what I mean? Like, when I see a man, especially a good-looking man, that I know could get a better-looking woman, and you see them with an uglier woman, I think you make long-term bad decisions. And yeah, I will get a lot of hate from that. A lot of women will see that, and they'll go instantly, oh, not good, because it's kind of, in a sense, a little bit of a biological, standard. Like, I'm literally saying, like, biology perspective, like, if you are not born a certain look, then I will not, But the funny thing is, I feel zero, uh, bad about it. Like, I don't feel bad about it at all. And the reason is because I think my entire life, I was so, demonstrated, or I observed the natural, real, primal world of women basically going with their biological tendencies of just picking whatever they thought was biologically best, which is fine. But at the end of the day, it made me completely change my perspective, and now I really don't care about anything except the fact that I'm like, nope, I don't have any sympathy. I'm sorry. This is what they biologically chose. Cool. This is what I biologically choose. Sorry. So, yeah. There's a certain sadness to the reality of my options, where I think genetically, if you do not match my standards, unfortunately, you will not even have a chance. Like, to even like show your personality, because if your genetics do not match my standards, there's nothing you can do about it. And obviously, I won't say that to the person up front. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, oh my God, you're so insecure. Can't have that. So I'll just keep it in my brain for the rest of my life. And my fans will just get to hear me about it. Because again, you guys can't be saying this stuff when you're actually dating girls. You can't be like, oh, are you this or that? Or like act like you have any standards at all. They need to feel like there's zero standards. Because at the end of the day, like, they want to feel comfortable. Okay? The second, they're just going to think you're weird if you have standards. You know what I mean? When you think about dudes in middle school having multiple girlfriends, I mean, I think middle school it's kind of dumb, because at the end of the day, like, all these relationships don't really mean anything. And like, middle school, no one really knows what they're doing. Like, I remember, like, middle school, like, some dude would be like, yeah, I got like 3 girlfriends, and then like they're just like girls that are their friends. So it's like, I don't know. But I would say a dude that has multiple girlfriends in general, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. As long as they're continuously doing their goals, they're not lying or cheating, then there's no issues. Because, and I don't consider it cheating. I mean, as long as they're telling multiple girlfriends. The issue is, and I'm not really referring to middle school, I'm way more referring to just men in general, is that here's how I see it. If you're a dude and you're constantly like going to these girls, I'm not talking to any other girls. Like, you're the only one I'm talking to. That's a liar. You're a liar. You're a low testosterone man, and you deserve all the bad things coming into you. You're a cheater. But if you do it like me, and you never actually, if they always pursue for a relationship, because these girls, once they like you enough, they're actually going to pursue for a relationship with you. They're going to be like, okay, like, well, you should be asking me to, like, be your girlfriend. Well, I always try to avoid the conversation, but at the end of the day, I won't lie to them. When they ask me, are you talking to any other girls? I'll say yes. And yes, that may feel sad for them at the time, but I'm not going to lie to them and be like, no, no, you're the only one I'm talking to. I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to other girls. So you still come back to me. So it is what it is. I don't care. Like that's literally the perspective, and it is what there's nothing you can do to change that. Okay, so you guys have to understand. Like I'm okay with someone talking to multiple girls as long as you're not lying to the girl saying, I'm not. You're the only girl I'm talking to, and then you cheat. That's cheating. But if you're just talking to a bunch of girls and you're like, yep, I'm talking to other girls. First off, the girls are gonna respect it more, and they might end up not leaving in the first place, and then you're okay with having multiple girlfriends or just girls or whatever. And the truth is, they'll be way more loyal to you than if you're actually, trying to pursue them and be in a relationship with them. Because at the end of the day, they're going to be like, okay, now I won. If they never won you, then they're constantly in competition for you. You know what I mean? So just keep them in competition. Simple as that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, having multiple girls like you is great. As long as you can navigate it the correct way and you're not a dumbass about it. If you become dumb about it and you start, like, trying to pick one or try to act like one's more important than the other, then you mess up, okay? If you can act like, okay, no, all of them like me, all of them know that they like me, so then there's competition. They're constantly competing against each other because girls' goals are men, right? So you know how men get competitive with business and lifting weights? Women get competitive with men, okay? So if you have a bunch of girls that are like, oh, I think he's hot, that triggers a primal jealousy in their brain. Like a primal thing that they can't hardwire in their brain, they cannot control, that makes them like them more. So yeah, it's great to have other girls like you, for sure. And that's what I'm saying, but they're fine with it. Of course they are, because like I said, most girls would rather be with a guy with 7 girlfriends that's really, really makes them feel good than a guy with no girlfriends that doesn't make them feel anything. They'd rather jump off a cliff than feel nothing with a man. Literally, they'd like if you're boring, stop being boring. They'd literally rather you beat them to death than be boring. I'm not saying beat them to death. I'm saying that's what they'd rather have, because being bored in a relationship to them is death. Subscribe. My birthday's, bro. Did not ignore me. You're actually cool. Much respect, Jake. Thank you, brother. Or whoever this is. When your birthday? My birthday, September 11th, bro. Yeah, lying is worst thing to do, and change myself. Before I used to lie all the time, and I changed. Some girl liked me, and I said no, only like us as friend. Now I started to be honest with everyone. Andrew Late. Who's Andrew? Late for real. Who's late? Who often late? I don't know. I don't know Andrew Late. I don't know. Your birthday September 11th? Yeah. It is. We have the same birthday? Interesting. Do we really? That's crazy. Late for real. Who is late? I don't even know who's late, though. I don't see one Andrew in this, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that means. The late. I don't know what the late means. I see 2 people saying late. I don't know what that means. I want to know what it means. Y'all are edging me right now, for sure, with this. Two people literally commented late for real, and then that's it. No one's talking about late anymore. Does anyone know what we're talking about with the late stuff? I don't see one Andrew in here. I don't know why he's late, but now I'm thinking about it, and now I'm bothered that I don't know what we're talking about. Can someone please just... No one's talking about it, though. No one in this chat wants to talk about it. Like, literally, 2 people, literally, now they're both gone. Late, Andrew late for real. And then all of a sudden, no one wants to talk about it. No one's even mentioning it. No one's even mentioning it anymore. I want to know. I want to know what we're talking about. So bad. So bad. Because I want to go into it so bad. Andrew Tate, thank you. I knew they were fucking talking about that. That's why. That's why. Yes, he's smart. Like, yes. Of course he says the right things. Come on. Like, if you use the correct things correctly, and I know. And yes. He's smart. Yes. Use him to win. Of course. 1,000%.
1000%. I just need to know that's who the fuck they were talking about. Because I don't want to bring it up unless they're talking about it. You look like Andrew Tate, but you're not him, so you had to rhyme about something with Tate. I'm definitely not Tate. I don't look like him at all. If I do, that's not okay. I mean, I don't think so, at least. No, we don't. You fine, thank you. No, here's the thing. Use him to your advantage, okay? If he tells you get strong, get rich, why would you not do that? Simple as that. So, yeah, keep that in mind. That's all you have to do is just listen to the smart things he says. When he says things about, all that different stuff, you kind of have to avoid it, because if you don't, then you're not going to take anything he says serious, and then you're not going to use those things to motivate you. I think a lot of people are they instantly see what he says about one thing, and then they go, oh, I wouldn't listen to that guy about anything ever. So he's like, get rich and strong. And they're like, oh, no, don't do that, because then you'll end up like that guy. It's like, well, no, you're allowed to get rich and strong. It's okay. It's okay. No one's stopping you. But people don't think like that. And, yeah, but also, with the whole women thing, man, I mean, you can't say that he hasn't helped a lot of men with their relationships. I mean, it's just undeniable. You can't say that he hasn't helped a lot of men get really, really strong and make a lot of money. So, at that point, it's kind of like a thing where you're like, I don't really know. But yeah, I've definitely been told what I say can sound like him. But, what happened to my shoulder on the right? Nothing. Did something happen to it? It just looks red because of the red light. That's all there is to it. Bruh. Was good. Just little dots. Oh, yeah. No, that's from the sun when I was a kid, and I used to get lots of sun damage because my diet wasn't on point, and yeah. Oh man. Whew. Oh. Man, dude, I forgot what these lives do to me. They make me tired, they make me exhausted, they make me question things, and they make me also motivated to an extent I can't even describe. Head out. I hope you have a great night. Hell yeah, you too, brother. Hell yeah, man. You too, man. And thank you guys for all the subs. I just looked at our sub count. We're getting more subs in there. Hell yeah. Oh, man. I think I need to fill up this water.